Goddamn, guys. Goddamn.
You're back.
I am back, man. I am sorry for Monday. We had another storm, a literal tornado kind of by the area, and trees fell, power lines fell. I don't have power for a few days, man. So, I got power back. Kind of got Wi-Fi back seemingly at the house, man, but I'm here anyways with you guys, man. So, I apologize for Monday, man. It just never ends with these storms out here, man. It really doesn't. But I'm sorry I missed what was a horrible episode of Monday Night Raw, and I would love to talk about.
Bro.
Out of all the episodes, like the worst episode all year,
Dude. Oh man. I said it multiple times during the show, but if there was an episode that I would have loved to hear your opinion on, it was absolutely the one we got on Monday because oh my god, man. I talked, I mean, obviously I talked about it with you guys on Monday, but dude, that was absolutely one of the worst. That was one of the worst, man. That was one of the worst episodes of Monday Night Raw. And again, like I was saying on Monday, that's actually quite impressive because they've had a lot of really bad episodes of Monday Night Raw all year.
Yeah.
But to do what they did on Monday, I don't know what it is about that Intuit Dome, but it's got to be fucking, no pun intended, it's got to be cursed. It's got to be cursed because, dude, again, every time they go in there, and we actually have a story on it, man, but it's like every time they go in there, they dress to impress, and then they end up spilling the fucking food all over their suit, bro.
They're overthinking it. They're doing this, they're doing that, and they just trip and they fucking take the whole tray of food with them. And my god, it's a fucking mess, dude. That shit was horrible. You had Dorkhausen and fucking Henry out there stinking the place up. You had fucking whatever Ryan Garcia, whatever the fuck his name is, out there doing shit. And then the rest of the show just was equally as horrible, man. You had a botched Oba and Brock segment. You got the fucking security guy trying to do a Hurricane Rana to Oba Femi. What the fuck is going on here, bro? Like, what is going on? What was that episode, man? That shit was horrible. And of course, I fucking missed it with you guys. Due to storms, man. So again, I apologize for that.
Did you see the ending?
That show is just a blur to me. What ended the show?
They quite literally brought out
the Shield. It was the with that segment, bro. Why was Rollins sitting in that position for so long? It looked horrible.
He was playing possum. He knew what Roman was going to do.
Oh my god! He brought out the Shield chair,
because he had his back turned in the exact same spot, hanging on the ropes, just like Roman was. After he turned on him with the Shield chair, he knew that Roman was going to get the chair, and as soon as bow, he struck his brother. Dude, I knew you would fucking love that, and that got a huge pop out of me, dude. When he went and he's holding the fucking chair, and Michael Cole goes, "Oh my god, do you know what this means?" I'm like, "Oh my fucking god!"
Like, no, bro, it's not like this has been the whole fucking feud. Has been talking about the Shield, literally doing video recaps,
dude,
of the Shield. Oh, that's horrible, man. It's horrible. The only soloist they had on that episode was Solo Sikoa, man. He's great. And they're going to fuck it all up by turning him babyface. Or turning him heel at some point. I already know it. I have no faith. I have no trust in that Peach Fuzz Nazi. And he's going to fuck it all up. And he's going to make Solo heel at some point. I already know it. I have no faith.
But man, I was legit, dude. Gritting my teeth watching that fucking concert segment, because I told you guys last week when they announced it, that's gonna be so terrible, and to actually get it and for it to actually live up to that genuinely made me grit my teeth a little bit, bro. It was so fucking bad. And again, I see people defending it through the week, like, you know, this isn't for you guys, this is for kids. Nobody was popping. Nobody. There wasn't a peep in the crowd. Everybody was sitting there. It looked like everybody was damn near in disgust.
Literally. They're in disgust. That fucking... It was just bad, man. It was just really bad, and like Henry inherently sucks. I don't like Danhausen, but they're overexposing the absolute hell out of Danhausen, bro. And it's sad to see, man. It's sad to see. I don't like it. I didn't like that segment. I thought it was horrible. And they're out there doing fucking Danhausen, ice cream housing, and fucking putting his face on a bus, and they never learn, and they will never learn, man. They're doing celebrity stuff all the time still. What do we tell you guys after Mania, man? They're never gonna learn, never.
Yeah, uh, I don't know. I don't know, man. But this is absolutely ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. But that segment was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, but bro, yeah. Again, if there was something that again I was genuinely upset I didn't get to hear you talk about, dude. I swear, man. As soon as Roman Reigns grabbed that chair, I was just like. Man, I was like, oh god, like so hilarious, bro, so hilarious. But how's everybody doing, man? Thank you guys for joining us, bro. As always, I'm sorry. As always, how are you guys doing? Thank you guys for joining us for another edition of. I'm debating whether I want to look at the chat or not because I see you guys talking about the movie. But I don't.
I wasn't just in case because you didn't watch like none of the trailers, right? You watched that like first one and that was like it.
I watched the first one, but from what I kind of see, I do know Hulk's in the movie.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, and his Punisher as well.
He is.
I feel like I knew
they're
that.
in the trailer, but like
okay, is the chat too bad? Can I look at it?
I mean, you can look at it. It's really not bad. It's kind of just what everything we've seen in the trailer. So really, no, from what I didn't get it spoiled, thankfully, man.
Okay.
Because I was literally already seeing TikTok.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Literally already, because you guys know how fucking fast that the social media works, man. I literally saw TikToks where it says Spider-Man Brand New Day spoiler and 3, 2, and I gotta fucking scroll. Like, bro, the movie came out last night and y'all posting it on TikTok already?
Dude,
brother.
It's terrible, bro. It like I kept seeing like people actually like posting like screenshots of it, and I kept having to scroll because I was on Twitter last night and I just see such and such. What did you guys think about this scene in Spider-Man Brand New Day? And it's a picture, and I'm like, oh fuck. So I've been avoiding it all day. But it's interesting to hear your review, JT. So
very interesting.
I am excited. We got our showing tonight, which is why we're on here a little bit early.
Yes.
Interesting. I mean, I guess I could kind of see that. He says the movie felt like a side quest. I guess I could maybe see them just trying to reestablish or like maybe reground the series after No Way Home.
That's what I'm like kind of ready for with it, as I'm excited for just to be kind of simple in terms of like just him doing just Spider-Man stuff around the city. I really like that. I'm really excited. Nothing too big and crazy, even though I know he's going to be in Secret Wars and like he's going to be like stuck doing that. Probably canonically after this movie or whatever, man. But I'm excited nonetheless because I'm sure right after it, he's going to go back to kind of what the vibe they're doing with this is, you know, just simple Spider-Man stuff, which I'm very excited for, man. Thanks to you, Tom Holland, because this movie was originally going to be apparently like so much like grander, like another multiverse movie. But Tom Holland told them don't do that. So I'm very glad he told them not to do that.
Yeah, especially too, because I feel like with what you did with No Way Home, people would just expect another movie with all three Spider-Men, and like you set the bar really high. So again, going back to that like multiversial, like people are also gonna expect like OG villains. Like you set the bar so high, it's like you had to at some point reground the series and like just like again like after the ending, I gotta say, the one thing I'm most excited for about this movie is Zendaya and the Ned's role.
Oh,
I want to see where that leaves off so bad. Because I'm sure they're in it.
oh yeah,
I'm
they're
sure.
in this
I'm
one.
okay. I was gonna say. I feel like I've seen them on the red carpet, unless they just showed up to the red carpet. But
The CEO of Sex did show up to the red carpet, man.
what?
You never seen them Ned memes? Where they call him the CEO of Sex and it's just an image of him? You never seen those, bro? They've been around for years, bro. Them shits kill me.
No.
It's just a picture of him and it just says like CEO of Sex. I don't know why they call him that, but it's hilarious. You believe you never
Yeah,
I gotta
but
show you those.
that's hilarious. But I'm very excited to see where that leaves off. Very very excited.
I'm
So
very pumped, man, because I know a lot of fans wanted them to like move on from those characters
no.
for more like comic
Yeah.
accurate characters. Dude, they play those roles so well, man.
Fuck
I,
yeah.
I love them. So
Yeah.
I'm very glad they continue to be in it. Obviously, kind of helps that Tom Holland and they are married, so it kind of helps that. But I'm happy either way.
Yeah. So that yeah, honestly, man, that is one thing I'm truly most excited for coming out of it or going into it. So I really want to I really want to see how they go about, cuz we all know in some way shape or form eventually they're going to end up remembering who he is, but I just want to see how we get there.
Hell yeah, dude.
So
I'm pumped.
so I'm really excited for it, man. I'm really excited for it. Like I said, we go tonight. We go tonight. So we will let you guys know tomorrow on the SummerSlam review.
I'm sure it'll be more interesting than SummerSlam.
Probably. So excited, man. Excited. But how are you guys doing? Thank you guys for joining us for another edition of NHP. This is episode 329. So again, we're on here with the news and the SummerSlam predictions. How are you guys doing? Thank you guys for joining us. As always, if this is your first time watching, guys, you don't know the show works every Monday after Raw. We are on here with NHP Unscripted, and every Friday at 3 p.m. And normally at 3 p.m. Central, we are on here with the news. If you guys did miss this past Monday's edition of Unscripted, you guys can now watch that live on all platforms. That is Spotify, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, join us right here live every Monday after Monday Night Raw for Unscripted, man. Also, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official NHP merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Links at the top of the description of this very video, where you can find the brand new slept on since 2020 design, as well as all the other OG designs live on there as we speak. Again, that is bonfire.com. Links at the top of the description of this very video, man. Also, if this is your first time watching and you do not know who we are here at NHP, I am Johnny, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we have the returning, my guy, the man himself. We got Sir K, man. We got Sir K. He's back, and he's going to tell us once and for all what he's smiling about today.
Man, I'm smiling because I'm here with you guys. It's Spider-Man, and I guess you could say it's SummerSlam weekend. I mean, it's really not something to smile for at this point, man. Thank you. We're glad I'm back, man. Thank you. Gotta love storms and tornadoes and down power lines and no power. You gotta love it, man. But I am back, thankfully, man. And I'm here to talk about SummerSlam and all these news, man. So, but I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just been chilling out this week, man, and just here for the weekend, man. I was very excited for this weekend, man. Very,
For
definitely, definitely, man. So I'm doing good. Like Durante always asks, how's life? How's the family? Life's good, family's good. How is everybody doing in the live chat? How are doing watching the replay? What about you, bro? How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good, honestly. Now that I'm talking about it, like I kind of, like said it to myself this morning, like, damn, like today's finally the fucking day. We get to go see fucking Spider-Man brand new day. But
Crazy.
now that I'm actually talking about it, I'm getting more excited about it. So super excited for that. Super excited for that, man. Honestly just been chilling. Yeah, that's pretty much what's mostly been going on. Honestly, not really no real new basketball news to really cover unless it's regarding LeBron James and total nonstop action. But we'll talk about that in a minute because,
it's goated.
dude, oh man, that's one of the best. That's truly one of the. I was telling manager Logan about it a couple days ago, but I was telling him, this is exactly the basketball news that I was asking for. So, other than that, honestly, speaking of basketball, you guys know I got NBA 2K26 a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, I before I bought the game, I kept getting a bunch of TikToks on my For You page, and it was talking about, save your money. You know what I mean? Don't go to My Career. Do a My League and do a player lock. So it's like, you player lock your own character. So I made my character, and I gotta say, this is a lot of fun. It's actually a lot of fucking fun. It's legitimately like My Career for free. It's legitimately like My Career for free, bro. And again, man, it's been a lot of fun. I got like I'm on like 4 different teams. I have like a couple different saves. I also made like this fantasy roster.
Shit.
So it's pretty cool. It kind of blends like all-time players with like, I don't know. The best way for me to describe it is I put everybody on who I think's their definitive team.
Okay. That's
so
cool.
It's been a lot of fun. I have like a current save with like a updated 2K27 roster. I put myself on the Heat for that one. I also have I did my fantasy roster. I put myself on the Rockets. I'm on the Rockets with like Yao, James Harden, Tracy McGrady,
Big demon.
Hakeem. Yep. I'm making him a real demon. So this is a little project of mine I have going on, trying to make James Harden a real winner. Then I also have another one where I'm on the Warriors. And then honestly, my most fun one that I'm having the most fun on is I did the Kobe era, but I put myself on the Mavericks. So it's me and Prime Dirk. That shit's been a lot of fucking fun, dude. It's been a lot of fun. You get everything for free. You don't have to fucking buy VC to get shoes. You could just choose any fucking shoe that you want. Been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. So I gotta say, the My League people, I definitely get the My League people now. Definitely get the My League people. But at least when I was a kid, they didn't have that player lock stuff, because I'm sure I would have probably just did that instead.
Which the best part is, so many people are enjoying it. They're going to remove it in next year's. You know it. Especially if they see like people like avoid My Career for that.
The only thing that keeps people on My Career is a lot of people like playing Park. Where you like play online with people. A lot of people like playing Park, and if you make a My League, you can't have a Park, which I don't really care. Everything is slower on 2K if you play online. That's why I'm personally a fucking offline player, just because I feel like the game just runs smoother.
I was gonna say 2K's like online servers, no matter the game, horrid.
Yeah,
abysmal. Some of the worst servers in gaming. I still don't know how they survive.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like if you play online on 2K, at least like when I used to play Park, if you have a quick jump shot online, that's easily a normal to almost slow release.
That's insane.
So it's like it's like your jump shot's completely altered, at least for me. So I've never really been a fan of it, to be honest. But I did used to play back in like the OG days of like 2K15, 16, where fucking demigods were like brand new and people were doing the glitches. I remember trying to glitch out a demigod, but for whatever reason, my glitch just didn't fucking work. I don't know how people did it, but me and my one buddy, dude, tried so hard. We tried for like a whole fucking day to make demigods, and then we ended up just making me a center because we were all guards, and I had to play on Park with like a 60 overall center with them, just fucking getting rebounds. But I made like a 7'2". I made like a 7'2" guy, but anyways, but yeah, I gotta say it's been a lot of fun. Shadows is still finding a healthy balance between those two. Shadows is still a fuck ton of fun, man. I can't lie. Found out some pretty crucial information yesterday on one of the members of the evil faction from the beginning of the game. Pretty wild. Won't say any spoilers, but pretty wild, man. It's been a lot of fun, done a lot of fun, and yeah. So again, that's pretty much about it, man. That's pretty much about it. Yesterday, oh yeah, football stuff. Yesterday, we found out Debo's going back to the Niners, so I thought that was cool. Thought that was pretty cool. Gonna be cool seeing him back in a Niners jersey. So, but we're Seahawks people, so fuck the Niners.
Exactly.
Even though we love
Fuck
George Kittle.
No, fuck him.
No,
He on that team.
but George Kittle's a wrestling fan, bro.
No, oh yeah, he is. No, he cool.
Exactly. See,
He was getting drunk at fucking Mania or whatever it was.
pissed drunk.
Dude, every time they fucking panned to him, he was chugging a beer, bro. That shit was hilarious. Yeah, all night, dude. And man was not on earth at the end of that main event. He probably don't remember shit for.
Yeah. Yeah, probably not at all. Well, you got to miss Roman you got to miss Cody and
Oh, good
Randy.
for him.
So
That's actually, you know what?
he was probably
That's
expecting.
the method.
Yeah, I definitely see where he was coming from. I don't drink, but I see where he was coming
I
from.
understand it at that point. Because, fuck, that shit was horrible.
Holy hell. All right, man. We're going to start you guys off with none other than All Elite Wrestling. We have a couple stories for AEW, majority stories for WWE per usual. And we're going to start you guys off with some news that dropped. Oh, also as Durante his ass. I'm good. Family's good. What about you? Durante, Logan, Bell. We got my guy JT.
Hey.
And we got Mr. Welcome Down and Cut They Shiz Off. Gotti Devon. And we have OG. How are you guys doing? Thank you guys for joining us here today. Yes, I am Gotti, bro. You're going to SummerSlam.
That's dope, dude.
That's diabolical.
Dope.
I can't lie. I don't know why you did that.
I don't know why you did that, man, but I get to, you know what? We can't say nothing because he says to check it off, for the big four on his little, the Ben 2 box. We did that for Chamber. Chamber was a horrible pay-per-view, but we were there to check it off the box. So you know what? I understand it.
Gotti was supposed to be there too, bro.
He was supposed to be there too.
Left
but
me on red.
You know what? I really don't even blame you at that point, man, because that show was abysmal, man.
It was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. But
dodged a bullet, but
when dope to have you there, man. It made the show a little better.
Come on, bro.
But hope you enjoy SummerSlam Sunday, man. Have they confirmed what the matches are?
Yes.
We
do.
Let me guess. Roman's to Sunday?
Yes. Yes.
No way.
Cody is forever the night one main eventer. Just like we fucking said when he came into the company.
Forever, bro. Forever a Saturday guy.
He went from a Saturday WrestleMania guy to a Saturday SummerSlam guy.
That's even worse, man. Damn.
Come on, bro. But Manager Logan's here.
How you doing, Manager Logan?
How are you? Speaking of shows, and speaking of Logan, sup with it.
Yeah,
Sup with it.
You gonna be in Chicago, man?
Come on, bro. What are you doing at the end of September? What do you got going on?
What you got going on, bro? We gonna be there.
We will gonna be there.
We gonna see that Andrade shirt, and I'm getting it. How you know?
However, we're gonna start you guys off with some AEW news, and oh man, Tony Khan puts the tweet out. Tony Khan puts the tweet out tonight. Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns, are all elite. Thank you for watching Thursday Collision live on TNT and HBO Max right now.
Man.
Tony.
Collision, bro.
Oh,
Collision. Why? Why Collision with these two guys, man? I mean, and I hate to hear it every time with these AEW marks, man. They always say, well, you guys complain that Collision is useless, but when they put something big on Collision, y'all complain, yeah, because the show is inherently useless. From the Hangman appearance to Motor City Machine Guns, what happened on Collision? You can't name it. Nothing important happened on Collision. From the Hangman appearance that was unnecessary to this appearance that was unnecessary. They should have debuted on Dynamite. Collision is an inherently useless kind of just side table show, and why would you debut them here? You were at Dynamite. You were in Detroit for Dynamite. Why did you just wait till the next day for no reason, man? Either way, I mean, it is great. Their tag division's about to be insane, dude. I love Motor City. What are you laughing at, man? He's over here giggling. I don't know what he's giggling about, man. But either way, man, I fucking love Motor City, and I'm glad they're here, and I'm glad they're a part of this roster, man. But Collision, Tony, really? Come on, man. I hate Collision,
Bro, I just don't understand why we've done this twice now in the span of a month, where we're putting very important stuff that people are looking forward to on Collision. And again, you cannot say that Collision is a useless show, or Collision is a useless show, so they need to put things on there to make it useful. If you wanted to make Collision a useful show, then make a brand split. To me, that is one of the only ways you can get this show to actually be a thing where people want to pick up and just watch a standalone episode of Collision. And at this point, with Punk not being there anymore, I don't even really care for the idea of a brand split anyway. I honestly think that you just keep it how it is. Just have Collision as a show where you just put, the lesser names or like the extra stuff on. Again, to me, you've went so long with treating Collision like a nothing show. What is the point now, after all this time has went by, and trying to get this show to be something when, again, if you the best chance you had at Collision being something was a hard brand split with hard exclusivity on it. And again, I don't even know how much I want that anymore. I think in the days of Punk, you know what I mean? It probably would have worked, because you could have had two very distinct, again, you could have had, the Dynamite side be more of like the AEW spirit, and then you could have had Collision be like more of an ROH kind of spirit. You could have had, your ROH alumni on there. I know a lot of the AEW guys are ROH alumni, but that little crop that they had with Punk and Joe and the Bang Bang Gang and fucking FTR and Ricky Starks and whatnot, and then Dynamite could have been something different. But again, stop in the year of 2026 putting very important things that people want to see on the show on Collision. Do you know how excited people were to see Motor City Machine Guns
on Dynamite?
Everybody was talking about that episode of Dynamite. Everybody was saying Motor City becomes free agents on the 23rd, and Dynamite is in Detroit on the 29th. Everybody was looking forward to that. I was looking forward to it. I was looking forward to seeing them on AEW Dynamite. They don't show up on AEW Dynamite, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe are they going to do a double debut with them and New Day at All In or something like that? And no.
Collision.
They debut them the very next night on Collision. Come on, bro. Come on. Again, enough with this. We've seen this shit with Hangman, where Hangman randomly gets, and again, too, nobody is watching Collision. Like, I'm sorry, at least with Adam Page, you announced he was going to be there, so it gave people kind of a heads up to view in real quick, which is what I did. I viewed in for the Hangman promo, and then I fucking clicked right off before they could even get to the next segment. So again, Motor City was unannounced, so it's like, great. Now nobody's seen them debut. Now everybody had to fucking see it on Twitter. Yep. It's like, come on, bro. Again, I would at least have understood if you announce them before to get viewership, but it's like, again, now you debuted them and nobody's seen it.
It's like, what do you expect, man? Collision is an inherently useless show. You haven't done anything with it since its existence, and since Punk left especially. I didn't even care for it when Punk was there, let alone without Punk there. It's really useless, man, and it's just there, and I don't know why every once in a while they try to put something big on, and the fans say, oh, well, you complain the show's useless. Yeah, because it's inherently useless. So why are you putting something big on an inherently useless show, man? Sucks to see. Glad they're in the company. Glad they're in the tag team division. Obviously, I'm happy for their debut. They're dope. I love them. But horrible location for a debut in terms of the show itself.
Yeah, I don't understand. Again, when Punk was there, dude, it was what, 3 years ago. It was 3 years ago. Again, that was the best chance you've had at people caring about that show. A lot of those fucking weeks, I thought Collision was better than Dynamite, at least for like that little stretch of the summer. Before that time when Punk was there, it was a very solid show. Again, a lot of times better than fucking what they were doing on Dynamite. But in the 3 years after that, and for the last 3 years, Collision has been a whole lot of nothing. So why you're attempting to get people to care now by putting actual, real, important things that people want to see on the show. You know, again, Collision to me is where you should just be giving us extra stuff of good shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, give me some of those like random, you know, vignette promos with Moxley and Osprey. You know what I mean? That that are just extra stuff. That is just like, let's just throw this in there for, you know, just to add layers or to add depth to the story. And again, use Collision. You use Collision how you've been using Collision, bro. Give just put the lesser known people on there. Put the people that again maybe are less important, or like if you wanna you know, build people up or test people, do it on Collision, bro. Don't put important stuff on Collision, dude.
Is Collision 2 hours?
Yes.
My God, that's another problem. Just do a little 1 hour show, bro. You don't need that thing to be 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, it worked in the beginning, but you actually had people in the beginning. Again, now who is viewing on a Saturday night a 2 hour show that's nothing but people that nobody cares about.
I don't care about El Clon and Hologram and Beast Mordo and those type of people. I don't care when they're on Dynamite. Why would I watch an extra show on a weekend night for those type of names? I don't get it. I don't get it.
It doesn't make any sense. And again, this needs to, that they just again they need to do away with this. They need to do away with this putting important shit on Collision in 2026, bro.
I'm telling you.
Nonetheless, from the reports we're seeing, it seems that a lot of people are very excited. A lot of the people backstage in AEW are very excited to have Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, as obviously they expect a lot of good matches to come from those guys. I'm excited. I'm excited for AEW and their tag team division to pick up these guys. These are two guys that were criminally underused in WWE. They were a part of that really good crop of SmackDown tags that didn't get the time of day. They were a part of that group, and that was the best the SmackDown tag division has ever been, and also the most probably the most criminally underused the SmackDown tag division's ever been. Again, the best word to go about that whole situation is criminal, because it is absolutely criminal what they did to those guys. And they got them tag titles for a little bit in the beginning, and that was the peak. That was the absolute peak of their careers in WWE. But no, I'm excited for them, man. I'm excited for them. I am a little scared again with debuting them on Collision. It scares me for how much they're going to be used or what they're going to be doing, because if you look at the Rascals, you know, those guys haven't seen the fucking time of day in AEW. I think they just lost to the Demand for the trios titles. So, you know, it's a little scary thinking about how exactly they're going to be used, and, you know, what they're going to be doing with them, being that they debuted them on Collision. I don't know if maybe that's a glimpse of where AEW's priorities are here with these guys, but nonetheless, I think that I think should Tony Khan give them opportunities, they have a lot of potential, obviously, to be very good in AEW. I do wish we would have debuted them in more of a, prime spot. Debut them on Dynamite. I
At
get
least.
if you don't want to debut them and immediately thrust them into the tag title picture. I get that. But at fucking least debut them in an important spot on an important show.
Exactly. That's all I ask for is an important spot, an important show, an important big matchup, at least to start off. Again, you don't even got to put the title in contention in there, man. Just something meaningful. And I really hope they don't rascal them over on Collision, because that's what happens when you're a Collision cowboy. You're kind of just a Collision cowboy, and that's all you're ever on. So usually if you're a big Collision guy, it means you're usually a big pre-show guy, and I think they deserve way better than that.
Yes, 100%. 100%. So, yes, Motor City is officially in AEW, and they debuted in the Motor City.
Yeah, they debuted in Motor City, man.
There you go.
What are you what?
I'm not laughing. How you gonna ask me what I'm laughing about? How you gonna say what are you laughing about? You're laughing.
Let's see, what are you looking at, man? I can't laugh.
I'm just wondering what you're laughing about.
I haven't had nothing, man. I haven't had nothing.
Why don't you go ahead and tell the people?
Alright, I don't know if y'all seen it on Twitter, bro, but after Motor City debut, bro, someone put an edited picture of those original Smosh guys. You know how they look. You know, the early 2000s, like emo style.
Come on, dude.
They put a picture of the AEW tag belts on them, bro, and they said this is the Motor City Machine Gun. And dude, oh, I can't unsee that in my brain now. That's too goated, man. They should me rolling. That's what I've been laughing about.
Dude, I used to love Smosh when I was a kid, bro.
You always love Motor City Machine Gun.
Oh, come on, bro.
Especially Chris Sabin, dude.
Dude,
The short hair, bro. Come on.
Terrible.
Goated.
It's also terrible what happened to their channel, bro. So terrible.
They ended up getting it back a few years later.
Did they really?
Yeah. Wow. Another YouTuber like bought it for them and like gave it back to them essentially.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they were a product of like a company buying them.
Yeah, they ended up selling it to a company thinking it would better them. They like bettered it, and company they like TKO'd
them.
TKO'd them. It's crazy, man. Dude. That's some childhood shit right there, man.
Yeah, bro.
Crazy.
Wild. Next up, more AEW, man. MyAEW.com.
All right.
MyAEW.com. AEW has announced that 6 new promotions are joining MyAEW.com. On top of the ones that they already had, they are adding United Wrestling Network programming. They're adding MPX, Pro Wrestling Eve, or EVE. Oh, yeah, I think that's Sami Callihan's promotion,
I think
actually.
it is.
Yes, EVE. Yes, that is his. Rev Pro, WXW, and AML / WrestleCade. So obviously, as you can see, there are a couple ones on here that have kind of been on there for a little bit. Create a Pro, CMLL, Maple Leaf Pro. There are a couple of these that have been on there for a little bit. And we're getting 6 new ones. So if you are a MyAEW.com subscriber, obviously for international, this is what you get, and you are getting 6 extra promotions, again, for those that do have the service. So, again, I wish they would fucking bring something like this to, I wish they would bring something like this to the States, but, nonetheless, I guess this is a win for the MyAEW people.
Exactly. Good for the MyAEW people, man. You get to watch basically everything outside of AEW or outside of AEW, WWE, and like what they essentially own, which is basically TNA at this point. So it's very nice to see all these companies essentially watchable under one roof, which is very cool to see, man. So very cool if you're a MyAEW subscriber or member, however it is, and wish we had something like that in the States, man. Not even that I want to watch all these, but just ease of access with AEW would always be a little nicer.
Yeah, there you go. So you can watch Smosh
And Collision.
on my AEW now. You know, that was back in the day, man, when they made that was back in the day when social media had the real ones. You know what I mean? Now we got all these streamers that 9 times out of 10 are annoying as fuck.
Annoying little like shitheads doing like just fucking with people in real life and shit.
Bro.
Like, what are you doing, man?
Dude, at least my era of YouTube, bro. Dude.
Oh jeez.
Dude, you legit, bro. Roman Atwood, Fousey's still the man. Fousey kills me these days,
hilarious,
bro.
Man.
Vitali, bro. That was a good crew, man. That was a good crew,
era, man.
Dude, when they were all running pranks together, bro. Our dude, Fousey's OG vlogs, like when he first, I think it was when he first moved to LA. Dude, that shit was fucking peak YouTube, bro.
That shit was,
man. That was peak YouTube, dude. That shit was, oh man, that shit was dope. But no, that is a 3-headed goat right there. Those are 3 absolute fucking legends in the game. But and again, Smosh too, bro. Smosh. Bro. There was another guy I used to watch, Niga Higa.
Oh yeah, he was
used to
classic.
Watch the shit out of him, bro.
He was classic.
But man, good stuff, dude. Good stuff.
Crazy how times change, man.
I know, man. We were just talking about this when we were talking about the Neon and Penta thing, dude. I just seen have you seen this video of Fousey yelling at Neon? Where they're like doing squats and he's like, I'm not even gonna fucking focus on you right now.
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with him, bro? He's the best.
Fousey is the fucking man, bro. He is so hilarious, dude.
Him walking in that mall and that like big smiley face comes up and he's what? And he's fucking like stops in his
the sphere
the
thing.
Sphere thing.
He's like, oh dude. Oh my god, he's so funny, bro.
He is hilarious, man. He really is.
Man. Jeez. But yeah, you can watch Smosh on my AEW, man. The Motor City Machine Guns, man. They're gonna be taking over AEW, bro. That is fucking
it's goated image.
That is such a terrible image, bro. Jeez. According to the Observer, the original plan for AEW All In 2026 was Mercedes Moné versus Willow Nightingale, but with Moné as the AEW Women's World Champion, the original Wembley match was switched. The original Wembley match was Mercedes Moné as champion versus Willow. So his plan was Mercedes being champion at All In.
You said that like 5 times.
I think we got that, Dave. But thank you. Dave. Thank you nonetheless. I think I got after the last time. I think I finally understood what he was saying. But this is interesting. Especially with like was Willow still going to be the TBS champion, or would she have like you were going to run this back when you already kind of revisited the feud earlier in the year? Kind of weird to me how, like, why wouldn't you just have Mercedes, like, why would Willow take the TBS title from Mercedes if you originally planned to come back to this match at All In?
Yeah.
Like, why would you have Willow do that just for, you know, when you go into All In, you're obviously, I'm assuming, gonna portray this as if Mercedes is the more experienced vet and, you know, she's gonna beat Willow. Why would you do that if Willow had already beaten her earlier in the year? I think what they have now is better anyway.
I think it is.
Because, again,
it's different.
And it puts Mercedes behind the 8 ball because she lost to Willow earlier in the year, and she's lost to Willow before. And Willow obviously is the more physically imposing. She's obviously a lot bigger than Moné. You know, no shade.
No.
There, but again, she looks like more of a mountain for Mercedes to climb. I really don't understand the idea of Willow fighting from behind here. I mean, again, maybe they wanted to give her that Wembley moment, but she wouldn't have really had a mountain to climb because she had already beaten Mercedes earlier in the year.
Yeah, exactly. She was like the a catalyst for, you know, the spiral that Mercedes went down with, you know, losing all the titles after she lost her TBS title to her. You kind of already accomplished that earlier in the year. Durante,
We're
man,
gonna get to it.
how you doing, man? But man,
How
I
you
can't
know?
wait to talk about that shit, man, because my God,
Durante, how you know?
how you know? How you know, man? But like, I don't know why this was your original plan, man. I like you're just revisiting something you did earlier in the year. I think if you wanted to change, you know, in just just change it. Just have Thekla go in and have Mercedes. This time she's, you know, not like super, you know, ego Mercedes. You're going to change her character a little bit. Go in and win the title. I think that would have been your best option you had, but you went with Willow, and I like Willow, but like I just don't think this called for it, man. And like you said, I do like this version of the match than the original version that we were gonna get. But still, man, I don't get the point to a big repeat match such as this one, man. So it's gonna be good, I'm sure, either way, man. But don't know why this was the original plan anyway, man. I really don't.
Yeah, no, 100%. And yeah, that's a whole other problem in itself. Why this match is even happening itself is a little interesting to me. Again, I don't know, especially when Mercedes came back. She got like a pretty, at least from what I can remember, dude, she got a pretty decent babyface reaction.
Yeah,
Why you didn't just have her go up against Tekla, who they have portrayed as a pretty dominant amongst her division, a pretty dominant heel. Why you wouldn't have Mercedes? Oh, I just hit my desk. I'm sorry, bro.
oh, you're getting
I
me.
just completely.
I got it.
Okay, there you go. Why you wouldn't? Again, you've been portraying Tekla as a pretty dominant heel figure on the show. Why you wouldn't bring Mercedes back, which again, like I just said, from what I can remember, got a pretty decent babyface reaction when she came back. Why not just make her a babyface? Again, you don't have to make her a white meat babyface. She can still be cocky. You know, I know I'm one of the best on the planet, Mercedes Moné, and not have to be a heel.
I was gonna say she could be cocky and say, you know, she had that, you know, super insane Ultimo Monet belt run, and then Tekla can be like, yeah, and you lost it all, and I'm the women's champ, and I've been defending it all year. You ain't got nothing on me. Like, I really think you had something with those two there, and I think
so.
they really missed out on that.
Yeah, I mean, again, like from the segment we seen on Wednesday, you
It's
know,
not bad.
I like it. It's not bad. I like the idea of, you know, Mercedes hates that, you know, Willow's name is constantly, you know, attached to her career, and you know that bugs her or whatever. But again, you've built Tekla all year, and you've had Tekla run through a lot of people all year. And I think that would have actually been a really nice test for Mercedes, and it would have been fresh. Now Willow again is a test for Mercedes. She obviously beat her earlier in the year, so there's obviously that adversity there. But at the end of the day, I think you put so much time into Tekla over the year, and you could have created something fresh. You know what I mean? You could have created a new rivalry or a new story that could have that you could have come back to, you know, for a couple years down the line with Tekla and Mercedes. So again, man, it's something. It doesn't bother me, man. It doesn't bother me. You know, it's not. It's not something that, you know, I absolutely don't want to see, but I think it's just something that is done a little much, and I just, again, I think we could have done without it.
I think we could have. I think you did have a better matchup overall in terms of story, definitely. And in Thekla, man, and then with Thekla too, you have, you know, the sister of Sin. You have them to kind of back Thekla up, and then that's like another hurdle in her all in journey for her to cross, is, you know, dealing with, her faction at the same time of trying to deal and beat Tekla. Feel like you had something there, man. I would really love to see that, and I think really does suck for Tekla, man. I know she's probably gonna get more title runs over time, but man, I think she really should have went to into All In champion. I think that's where Mercedes should have beat her.
100%, and again, I mean, just from the story we're hearing here, I do think if you were going to do Mercedes versus Willow, it was best for Willow to be the champion.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you're not going to try to sit there and portray to me,
Can she beat her?
Can Willow beat Mercedes Moné on the biggest stage for the biggest title when she's already done it like 2 times over before? So again, just something that I think, should you do Willow and Mercedes, this was the best way to go about it. So
exactly,
even though Mercedes has the divine dominion.
Oh yeah, she is allies with them.
Yeah,
I always forget, man.
But Willow has help too.
She
the birds.
Oh, I was gonna say the conglomeration.
There's a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, right? I mean, it's AEW. They do that shit all the time. So get Orange Cassidy in there, or get Roger Strong. Let's get a backbreaker.
Just handing out backbreakers to fucking lean across, bro. It'd be some diabolical work.
Let's get a fucking high-low right on him.
So this was the news for Mercedes and Willow. This is the news for Mercedes and Willow for All In. For our last AEW story, this kind of pertains to WWE, and my God,
they're hilarious, man.
They are some people to talk.
Dude, oh man.
According to Uncle Dave, WWE are reportedly baffled by AEW's booking of Persephone. I've heard from many people in WWE who are just baffled at Tony Khan's usage of Persephone. They're just like, what's this guy doing? She's got so much potential. If her deal comes due, WWE are going to want her instantly. Meanwhile, all she does is show up on TV and do jobs as the CMLL Women's Champion.
WWE. Who are y'all? Do y'all not look at your own roster? Where's Candice LeRae, Triple H, and probably like Deuce Pritchard talking about this? Where's Candice? Where's Blake Monroe? I think I saw a thing today. She hasn't had a televised match in over 100 days or around 100 days or something. Where's she at, bro? Where's Julia? Where's Jordy Ann Grace? Where are they at, bro? Where's that whole SmackDown Women's roster, man? What about Raw, man? You just had fucking Sol Ruka. Oh yeah, I forgot about that on fucking Raw. You just have Sol Ruka lose to fucking Big Mommy Cool for no reason. But you want to talk about Persephone? And a part of me, agrees. I really like Persephone. I think she's actually really good. I would like for them to use her more. But can they use her completely? Because if she just kind of is more CMLL, she's just kind of more CMLL. And if her contract with CMLL is what's coming up soon, well, I totally see Tony Khan going, well, I can actually fully sign you now and fully use you. Brother, they are not one to talk, bro. They are not one to talk, man. They are doing their women's division horribly. Bro, their build for EO and Liv has been through Danhausen and Dominic Mysterio. What are y'all talking about, bro? You have an interim women's champion being crowned at the pay-per-view coming up, and it's a bunch of duds in there. A bunch of people I don't want to see as interim world champion. Interim, where it doesn't even count. What are y'all doing? Is there even a women's tag match on SummerSlam?
No. But yes.
There is?
So, 6 woman.
Oh, it's that 6 woman. Oh, yeah, that with fucking the Bella Twins and Paige. Oh, man, Paige and the Bella Twins. Y'all ain't one to talk, man. Y'all just not. And I really like Persephone, and I want them to use her more, but I don't even know if they can, because she's in CLL, technically. They're hilarious, man. They got balls. I'll tell you that, man. Well, they're not like Rusev, man. They got some balls.
The first thing that crossed my mind when I seen this was, you guys are truly one to speak. Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea yourself how to use people?
Who's their NXT Women's Champ?
The Kurt Angle girl.
Kendall Gray. Well, yeah.
Bro.
Kurt Angle girl.
Dude. You're baffled at Tony's usage of Persephone. Okay, I can do you one better. I'm baffled at Triple H's usage of Ilya Dragunov. I'm baffled at his use of Carmelo Hayes, Blake Monroe, Julia, Kiana fucking Jones, Sol Ruka, AJ. I was baffled at his use of AJ Lee.
Bro, underused AJ Lee.
Roxanne Perez, Bailey, and Lyra. Lyra was just on fucking Monday Night Raw telling Sol Ruka, I'm coming for your fucking IC title. And now she's not even the champion anymore. So now all her plans are probably fucking stalled, as well as Sol Ruka's. Liv Morgan, I'm baffled that your women's world champion has not defended the championship at all. Her whole fucking title reign.
The whole summer.
That's what I'm baffled about. But you're baffled about somebody who is a dual contract person and partially worked in CMLL? I could see if you were saying this about somebody who was full-time with AEW. But even at that, how about shut up and worry about who's on your roster? I am, you know what really baffles me?
Oh, shit.
I am baffled at the use of Johnny Gargano and his wife Candice LeRae. I'm baffled that Cody Rhodes is still in the fucking main event scene 3 years later.
He's still going to be for another year and a half, 2 years, 15 years.
I'm baffled that you're surprised that Obafemi acts like a grown man and he's 28 years old. I'm baffled at your use of Dom Mysterio. I'm baffled at your use of JD McDonough. I'm baffled at your fucking lack of tag team title match at SummerSlam. I'm baffled at your use of Braun Breaker and Austin Theory, quite frankly. I'm baffled at your use of Bronson Reed. I'm fucking baffled at everything. I'm baffled. I'm baffled.
You know, one thing they have, though, Shield lore.
I'm baffled that you're still running Shield lore 12 years later. And you want to talk about Persephone. Persephone!
The random ass problem they have, dude. I read that story, I was like, wait, why are they even talking about her, bruh?
Persephone! You got SummerSlam that looks like an absolute shitstorm waiting to happen, and we're worried about Persephone?
You know, I think this is a story. I think they know her contract's coming up with CMLL, and I think they know they're not going to get her, because I actually do think she is going to stay and be in AEW, and I think they're trying to make, AEW look bad so she could go over there. I think that's what this is.
It's gotta be.
I think that's what. I think they're trying to throw a fish hook to try to get her in, which, like, she could just look. Dude, you haven't used Blake Monroe yet. Blake Monroe, you haven't used her yet, bro.
She's been in backstages beating people up.
Oh man.
The woman from hell.
The woman in the Hollywood ending, one of the AEW's best moments and match endings and matches.
Top 5 feud in company history, mind you.
In the entire company. And that's what you ever doing. Brother, why is she not... Why? If Rhea's injured, you could have had a kayfabe injury caused by Blake Monroe, and you could have a mystery attacker, or not even a mystery. Fuck it, have it be an open attack by Blake Monroe, and have her beat the life out of her, and have her go win the not interim WWE Women's Title, and have Rhea come back and they feud. Boom, right there, story. Boom, better than whatever you're about to do at SummerSlam. Like, brother.
You have the absolute booking travesties that could legitimately be episodes of Dark Side of the fucking Ring.
Probably will be.
For Sami Zayn and his 9 days of terror, Drew McIntyre, you done served Gunther to Cody, you served all those guys to Cody, quite frankly, and we're worried about Persephone. Are you kidding? You actually pay money to Joe Henry and you're worried about Persephone. You pay him a paycheck.
You pay him a paycheck. Brother,
We have Danhausen on every piece of WWE television, and we're worried about fucking Persephone?
You have under $30,000 in a 70-seat arena for SummerSlam, and you're worried about Persephone?
Come on now.
What are you doing, man?
You are one to talk, Paul.
You have probably the worst SummerSlam build in company history, and you're worried about Persephone being a collision cowboy. Like, what? This is what you got a problem with, bruh? You don't have a problem looking into your own company and saying, damn, our writers are fucking god awful, and this peach fuzz Nazi is horrible at his job, and we should fire him. You're not thinking that. No, you're thinking, oh, you know what? We'll give him till 2028. They're still fucking up in 2028, when fucking the 15th heist DLC for GTA 6 will be out, is when you're finally gonna put some pressure on fucking Triple H, bro. I'm gonna have like 4 Avengers movies by that time, dog. What are you doing? Oh my god. The fuck, 2028 is when they're gonna finally put pressure on Triple H, man. But Persephone is the problem. What? Oh man, what is going on, man?
And now with this story, you have just doomed Persephone, bro. Because if she makes her way to WWE, you have absolutely just doomed her, bro. Because now you have put yourself under a microscope to absolutely push her to the heavens. Now.
And now, if she does stay with AEW and like goes the AEW route, if I was Tony Khan, I'd be looking at this story. You know what? All in next year. Let's fucking do it. Let's make these people look like assholes, dude. Because, like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? She's mostly a CML contracted person, being a collision cowboy, and this is somehow the end of the world for WWE, dude. What? 2028 though. 2028 is when they're gonna finally put pressure on Triple H, man.
2028.
We're gonna have fucking Far Cry 8 by that fucking time, and then we're gonna be fucking worried about Triple H then. Dude, are you gonna have a company by 2028? What are you guys doing, man?
I hope WWE is well past TKO by 2028.
I hope so, because if they're not, there's gonna be some young talent well past WWE by 2028 that they're gonna miss out on, man. And if I have a prediction, they keep the way they're doing, I could totally see Braun leaving in a few years, dude. Braun Steiner over there, AEW.
Oh, that's terrible. That's fucking terrible, but I could see that.
He's the one name I'm really, because man, he just looks
he looks miserable.
Dude, did you see the image of him standing there in that little fucking Byron promo that the Vision had on Monday? Dude, he is dead ass standing there looking miserable, man. And he's so passionate about this shit. And this is what you're having him doing. Man. But Persephone's the problem.
Yeah. Braun Breaker, you've absolutely fell off a cliff with Braun Breaker, and you're worried about AEW's usage of Persephone. Come on now.
2028 though.
Yeah.
We just gotta, you know. Oh man, you know what? I don't even gotta talk about Triple H, because we got big Triple H stuff that he said that we could talk about in a little bit.
Huge
because you know we just focus on all the wrong things.
Exactly.
It's our problem.
Yeah, we gotta direct our hate towards the talent. Moving on, bro. Moving on. That is everything for AEW. That's everything for AEW, man. Moving on to WWE, but before we move on to WWE, we got a word from our sponsor here at NHP. We get a word from none other than W Energy, man. W is an energy drink loaded with vitamins and nootropics formulated to improve focus without getting the jitters. W is a clean formula, sugar-free, 0-calorie, free from fillers and artificial colorings, with 150 milligrams of caffeine per serving. You can get your W products today with the link below and code NHP at checkout. Save yourselves 10% on your next W purchase.
Truly, always. Gotta shout out W with a workout, whatever you may need the energy for, man, no matter what it is. It's a weekend like this, big pay-per-view weekends, man, if you want the energy and want the focus. Because WWE ain't giving you no favors, man. If you want that focus, you want that energy, W's got you, man. It'll give you all that and it'll taste good all at the same time. Truly always. Gotta shout out W.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, as always, to the wonderful people over at W, the official sponsor of what we do here at NHP. Now, before we completely move on to WWE, I have to show you guys one of the absolute most sorry things I've ever seen in my entire life. And, funny enough, this was from yesterday's tapings, so we already have the results, which inherently makes this even funnier.
TNA invites LeBron James.
TNA invites LeBron James to be the official title holder for the TNA World Championship match. Nick Nemeth versus Jeff Hardy.
What an unk match.
TNA invites LeBron James, and they done fucking put a render of his jersey over the world title.
They're in Philly, man. They invited him over there, man, to hold the title for this legendary match, man. And TNA, man.
This actually hurts my heart to see, bro.
Okay, it doesn't for me. This fuels me. I love when TNA, when the current version of TNA fails. I love it, and I was hoping he didn't show up, and I'm so glad he didn't show up, dude, because that's just hilarious.
Brother.
You sad, desperate losers, man. What are you guys doing?
This is what Jeff Jarrett put his life on the fucking line for. For this. TNA invites LeBron James with a fucking with a render of his jersey. And the best part is he didn't fucking show up. Brother, if anybody knows the story between LeBron and The Undertaker, if he did Taker like that, did you really think he was going to show up to this?
To TNA? Brother, y'all ain't nothing nowadays, man. Y'all ain't nothing but a feeder system. The Scrappy Doo to WWE, bro. And you want to invite LeBron James? What? Would have the like top 3 biggest sports players of all time, any sport, top 3, top 5, easy, bro. And you invite him to the current version of TNA. You gotta have like a humiliation kink or something, because there's no way you actually expected him to show up, bro. There's no way you thought that was gonna happen,
dude. All them years ago, when he no-sold The Undertaker, who specifically showed up to a Cavs game to see him in full gear. And LeBron no-sold him because he thought it wasn't beneficial to the LeBron James brand. Did you think this was beneficial? If he doesn't think The Undertaker's beneficial to his brand, did you think a Nick Nemeth versus Jeff Hardy TNA title match was going to be enough to get LeBron to come out to the show? And he's coming out to the show to, hold the world title as they wrestle.
Hold the world title? Why would he want to do that? Why do you want to hold the belt while they fucking have a fucking 30-minute fucking spot fest? Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, he's got to sit there and watch this unction-ass match, holding a fucking heavy-ass 20-pound title. Yeah, I don't know. It's TNA. It might be plastic at this point. I don't know. Anthem is pretty cheap, man, so it might not be too heavy. But, like, what are you doing, bro? What on earth are you doing? Who do you think you are, bro? Your Anthem's TNA, bro. You are gone. You're damn near sold at this point. What are you guys doing, man? That is hilarious, man. Poor Jeff Jarrett.
One of the most sorry, legitimately, this graphic actually hurts to look at. How ridiculous it is that somebody Somebody photoshopped that.
Somebody sat there and made that, dude. And they're like, you know what? We have a chance. And he shows up. You have a chance.
This is the company that Scott D'Amore, with his heart and soul, tried to fucking revive.
And you fired him.
And you fired him for it.
For trying to revive the company.
For trying to make TNA a better place to work. You fired Scott D'Amore for that, and you make a graphic like that. That genuinely, it fucking hurts. It hurt. It makes my stomach crawl. How much they think, how much wrestling thinks they are involved with pop culture.
Nah, dude.
Again, especially with somebody as big as LeBron James, like, again, you're going to get your sports athletes that obviously fuck with the business. You're going to get, like, your Halleys and your George Kittles. You're going to get them.
Because they're a fan.
Because they've been a lifelong fan, bro. LeBron, time and time again, except for that one Monday Night Raw in 2003, that was in Cleveland, which he probably just went to because he was a rookie on the Cavs, and they probably asked him to do it. And so he was like, all right, fuck it.
Him with that fucking flip phone.
LeBron, yes, literally. LeBron, for as big as he is, do you think... Also, another thing. Logan Paul, a couple years ago, was trying to get LeBron to come out to SummerSlam in Cleveland. He wanted it to be like a huge Cleveland thing, right? He wanted a bunch of Cleveland legends to be there. He wanted a bunch of Ohio legends to be there. If LeBron didn't pull up for that, what makes you think he's pulling up to a fucking TNA taping?
Like, pro wrestling is so lucky that, like, rappers love it. Because that's the only part of pop culture that likes you, bruh. That's the only part of culture that likes pro wrestling. Is they'll make references, and it's dope, and it's cool. That's all you got. Other sports don't like you. Movies don't like you. You're not the NFL. You're not the NBA. Especially TNA, bro. You're the Scrappy Doo of the business, bro. Come on, you had no chance. If Logan Paul and at SummerSlam and TKO have no chance, you don't stand no chance, bro. You're TNA. Come on.
Yes. Again, the biggest tell-all for me, dude, is the Undertaker situation at the Cavs game. That was at a Cavaliers game. Had no attachment to wrestling, and he ignored him then.
Why would he?
He ignored us on his yard. That clearly tells me he don't really fuck with the business.
No. Why would he show up?
Why would he show... What are you thinking? Come on, bro.
Hilarious.
It is so ridiculous to me how fucking stupid a company can be. Like, legitimately, how stupid can... You cannot get any more dumber than this.
That's a phenomenal graphic, man.
And that will live in the annals of wrestling history forever, because I thought that it was a joke. Actually, when I seen this, I thought to myself, with the render of the jersey, I thought to myself, they're in Philly, maybe are they giving away like free Braun jerseys to people? Like, that's what I thought by the render of the jersey, just off like a quick scroll past it. I was like, oh, are they like giving away like Braun jerseys or something like that? And dude, and then I seen, and then I read it, and I was just like,
he invites him, man.
You can't get any more sorry than this, bro. You genuinely can't. Like, this genuinely makes me sick for the fucking state of TNA, dude. How... It's
so sad.
How sorry from a couple years ago you guys were legitimate, a legitimate, third. You guys are a legitimate third company. And this is why, no matter how bad AEW will get, I said it then, and I'll say it now, and I'll say it again, they are never going to take the number 2 promotion in America doing shit like this.
No, doing sad, desperate, WWE fucking begging on their knees for them shit that they do, man. That's their path at this point, is a path to being sold to WWE. Insane. I really thought he was...
LeBron James.
Thought he was going to show up, man. What the hell?
Sorry ass motherfuckers. All right. Let's start with I guess retro news in a sense. According to Uncle Dave, apparently the reason WWE changed Walter's name to Gunther was because Vince McMahon believes fans might begin calling him Wally. The reason for the change was Vince. He believed people might start calling him Wally, and that is not a name he wanted for a main event foreign menace heel.
Oh god, I'm so glad they got that man out of there, bro. Foreign menace heel.
Well, people want him back.
That he was about to bury, by the way, before he fucking got booted, man. And he thought the fans were gonna call him Wally. You know, if your commentary never calls him Wally, why would the fans call him Wally? People always like Walter, like Gunther. People always like him. He's always, someone people fuck with. You got the Walter chant. Why would they randomly start calling him that? That is like the epitome of that Vince mentality, man. And it just seemed this like you said, like a retro, like classic Vince ass story. Just reminds people, man, you don't want this guy back. You really don't want this guy back, because this is the brain rot that you'll get. You think the brain rot's bad now? You got senile brain rot with him, and that's just not good, man. Wally is what people are gonna call him. Wally.
The only reason anybody would have ever called him Wally is if Vince himself made it a thing.
Yeah.
The same way nobody would have started calling AOP AOPP if they didn't have Drake Maverick piss on himself.
Mm-hmm.
That would have never happened. That would have never happened. Never in a million years if he didn't piss on himself.
And they were AOPD.
The only way he would have been called Wally is if Vince would have, again, did one of his weird humiliation things to get people to start calling him Wally.
Yeah.
That is the only way, which tells me that is exactly what he was going to do.
Probably.
Which, again, that's just such, and also, too, a main event foreign heel. Let's not forget, he was going to bury Gunther for the IC title.
Mm-hmm.
He was going to hate Gunther. He would have thought Gunther was skinny fat. He would have thought he was chubby, but skinny at the same time. He would have thought he was boring. He would have thought he was fucking one-dimensional. He would have thought all this shit about Gunther. He was going to bury Gunther anyway. Gunther had absolutely no chance in surviving under the Vince McMahon-led administration. And you're worried about people calling him Wally. Nobody would have said, okay, let's not forget, Gunther was in WWE for 3 years before he was called up to the main roster. In those 3 years, when did you ever hear anybody call him Wally?
No one.
If it didn't happen in his first 3 years in the company, why in the world, other than something Vince would have probably ended up doing himself to get people to call him Wally, would people call him Wally?
They would have never called him Wally. Because that's what no one did. Because he wasn't Wally, he was Walter.
Like, come on now. What are we talking about here?
Hilarious, man.
Dude, there was this segment on the Rich Eason show where Seth Rollins revealed he was supposed to be in ring gear for his Money in the Bank cash-in last year, and Becky fought against it. Becky said, "I was a staunch believer that you shouldn't be in your gear. They wanted you in your gear, and I was like, he can't be in his gear." Rollins then says the initial was, "Oh, you're coming out, you're cashing in, you have to be in your gear because it's going to be a match." And she was like, "Absolutely not. If you're in your gear, then it's a dead giveaway. Don't do that." He says, "I didn't know. Always listen to the man."
Yeah. Always listen to the man, because She's better at creative than anybody on that fucking creative team. Brother, why on earth would you have him show up in gear? Yeah, what a way to give it away. And that's the best part. That episode on Real that covered that cash in, they were fucking glazing about, how, oh, people are just gonna think, he's just showing up to just remind people and then he's about to leave. Dude, that episode of Unreal was glazing themselves. And it just comes out. They didn't even come up with that. Becky did. And they didn't mention that at all during that episode on Real.
Nope.
Not of ever a mention of that shit.
All they could talk about was how awesome and how epic and how much it took to how much work it took to pull off this awesome angle.
The ruse of the century and shit they were calling it. And then like Logan says, bro,
yes,
it's a cash in. It's not an actual match. It's a cash in, bro. The whole point is it's a sudden, moment that you basically just hit your finisher once, maybe twice, and boom, you got the title. That's like the whole point of it. It's not an actual match, people. What? Holy hell, man. Get Becky in that creative room and get everyone else out, please.
Can you explain to me why it took Becky Lynch, of all the think about all the creative people that were involved in this ruse of the century, even Cody Rhodes, they had to tell Cody Rhodes.
Fucking God, they told Cody.
They had to make sure he had to get a main event. They had to make sure he knew about the Rollins angle. Brother, all the people that went through, which I know it went through Hayes and Pritchard and fucking Bobby Roode and the producer of the match and Triple H. Y'all were going to have him come out in gear. A guy who's supposed to be injured. So you mean to tell me all that work you did to build this angle, you would have threw out the window by having him come out there in kick pads?
In his full ass fucking, and this is Seth Rollins we're talking about, so he's about to be in some full ass extravagant gear in the moment and completely kill any tension you had of like, oh, is he still injured? Would have killed it instantly. It would have ruined the moment.
And the match,
it's a cash in.
It's a run-in segment. It's a run-in cash-in segment.
You hit a finisher.
You're literally at the most doing 4 to 5 moves before you get to the finish here. It is a run-in segment. You're acting like Seth Rollins is going out there wrestling 30 minutes in fucking boots.
Like,
no.
What?
Why? This just goes to show how stupid their creative process is. Why in the world did it take Becky Lynch to tell you guys, if he goes out there in his gear, it's going to completely give away the whole allure to him walking away and dropping the crutches in that dope moment?
Would have been completely, he would have just ran out there in gear and would have just cashed in. Oh man,
that's like those segments in the movie where like the fucking wheelchair guy just gets up and starts running off.
It's like what way to kill the moment, way to kill the tension, and that makes that episode of Unreal so much funnier because they had no clue what they were doing. They were about to fuck it all up, and they're sitting there glazing themselves when they didn't even actually, complete the story. It was Becky Lynch. Good Lord, what is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people?
How absolutely ridiculous, bro. How ridiculous. Another smaller piece of news. According to PW Insider, Aaliyah Gutierrez, otherwise Aaliyah Mysterio, the daughter of Rey Mysterio, is expected to start at the Performance Center shortly. We're getting another Mysterio. I wonder if, I wonder if she's going to make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wonder if she's going to make it, man. I remember, thought they said a few years ago that she didn't want to wrestle at all. Now she just wants to wrestle. So we'll see if, she's good or not. And if she's halfway decent, then the Judgment Day will never end, is what I'm going to tell you guys now, man. Be prepared for the Judgment Day. And in 2028, when they're finally putting pressure on fucking Triple H, they just still have the Judgment Day around, man. led by Aaliyah Mysterio.
Aaliyah's gonna kick Dom out.
Ugh.
She's gonna get her. She might. Her boyfriend might be
They're gonna get fucking
JD McDonough.
Or I was gonna say they might get a certain Puerto Rican man in that group, man. And I'm telling about Damian Priest, man. They're either gonna get Hannah Montana's cousin in that group.
Maybe she could get her original boyfriend, Buddy Murphy.
Oh yeah, the one that teased the fucking Return at Redemption that never showed up and haven't showed up since. He's going for that, bro. He's pulling Jay White.
Well, Andrade asked him, "How you know?"
How you know?
For no reason.
And he didn't show up.
Aaliyah's starting soon. This is interesting. We've heard about her starting for like a while now, or we heard that like she was gonna be starting for a while now, and it's actually happening. Hopefully everything goes well. You know what I mean? We have had a couple people in wrestling dynasties, not make it. Recently with the likes of Lance Anoa'i.
He didn't make it.
He didn't make it. Neither did Hikuleo.
What about Ted Jr., man? Where's Ted at?
Ted Jr. did make it, bro.
He didn't make it.
He did. He reached the pinnacle of this business.
Exactly.
The Rico case. But
he beat the Rico.
He did beat the Rico case, bro. You gotta love Ted Jr., man. It's an absolute walking banger in the ring, bro.
Oh yeah, dude. All the charisma, all the bangers, man. He got it all.
Exactly, man.
But yes. Best bout machine.
Exactly. He was Omega before Omega. But yes, Aaliyah's starting out soon. So best of luck to her.
Exactly.
Bro, did you see that New Day vignette?
I did, bro. Daybreak. I think.
Oh, dude, I got so sad. The part of the video where the unicorns are, running out of the cage, if you will, and they look over to another unicorn and his horn is broken. It's obviously Big E, and they nod to each other. Oh, dude, that part made me so sad. But they left their horns behind, bro.
Damn.
They left their horns behind, which sucks. I was really hoping they would have brought a little bit of that New Day IP over. I don't really want to see heel New Day over in at least a different version of the heel New Day.
I think they'll overall be babyface when they come in, and I think they will have a little bit of bright colors. At least, I mean, it could just be the Young Bucks, but them constantly wearing those bright New Day Bootios color shirts, man. Don't think they're going to come in doing exactly that. At least just a little bit of bright colors, man. Is all I need to really feel the New Day. Or Daybreak, which is a very dope name. Very dope name. Very dope identity, man. And it's crazy to see, man, what WWE did. Speaking of actually Big E, man, did you see that they basically gave Big E Celtic Warrior workouts?
Really?
He's got like a workout thing on there. I don't know if it's their channel or he has a channel, but he's essentially been given Celtic Warrior workouts.
Do they own that?
No, I'm saying they got him doing the same thing.
Okay.
Is like is basically they gave that to him.
Well, yeah, I guess Sheamus could still use it. I mean, or I guess he could still keep the idea, even if they do.
Even if they do own the names, which I actually don't know if they do, but.
Yeah, that's insane, dude.
Because now they got him working out with Punk and a lot of CM Punk. I think there was 2 separate ones with CM Punk, I think.
Didn't they have that for a while, though? I thought I remember seeing
I think there been
a long time ago, him and Braun were doing like a arm workout.
Oh, yeah, but I think they're picking it up, man. It's crazy. Goddamn.
All right, let's see. God, what do we have next? Speaking of Aaliyah Mysterio starting in NXT, there's also another certain somebody starting in NXT. Mike Santana. Mike Santana will officially be known as Cruz Montana in WWE.
Again, it's not even the last name for me. It's the first name. Cruz. You named him Cruz. Like, Mike Montana, I'm fine with. Whatever.
French Montana? That would have been sick.
Come on, man. Oh, man. Like, Cruz Montana. You couldn't just call him Santana. Just cut the first name, just call him Santana. Brother, Cruz Montana. They gave him some like shit, dude. Did you hear his theme song too?
Oh, was it different?
I think it was. I don't know. It was ass. I think it was different though. They gave him like the most generic New York beat of a theme song. Oh man, then like his trons are like the New York like fucking subway signs and shit.
That is oh man. Well, the those ones I thought looked they did look pretty similar to his TNA ones.
Oh, okay, man.
I thought at least, but honestly I really didn't pay too much to his and you know the worst part about this whole thing is he debuted this week. Well, he had his first promo this week on NXT. Yet I actually enjoyed the fucking Grayson Waller promo more out of that episode.
That shit was interesting, man. Waller, man. Look at you, bro. I didn't know you were moving like that.
I didn't know he had that in him. I mean, again, he's kind of a scrub himself, but like I was like, you know, to get him doing something. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh okay. I was like, all right, this is something interesting for him to do. Because to be honest, the other option was getting released.
It was.
There was no other option for him. So, you know, dude, I've been seeing people bake him all week, and although some of the shit is kind of true,
damn,
you know, just a little bit, it was actually really cool to see him actually do something.
It was, and like, never really was a big Waller guy, but it was a little good promo. We'll see what he can do from there, man. And remember what Cruz Montana said.
He faced off with Tony D'Angelo. Now that I can remember, he basically told Tony D'Angelo he was coming for his belt, and then Grayson Waller attacked him. I'm assuming they're going to use Grayson to get Santana over.
I think so.
I think so. As for the name, I actually don't hate it. The only part that bothers me is Cruz.
It's the Cruz part.
I don't really like that. I'm sure we'll get used to it. I never really always fell in love with Cruz del Toro. Even though I would say for his name, it's the Del Toro part. That really bugs me. For Montana, Santana, Montana, close enough, but
Cruz.
I would have even just been fine with just Montana.
Just Montana? Or just call him Mike at that point, dude.
So I mean, again, it's okay. I'm sure we'll get used to it, but I gotta say, again, just upsetting that, you know, some people can come in and keep their name and some people get Cruz Montana. You know what I mean? Like it is just a little, it's a little annoying. Again, I'm sure we'll get used to it, but it's a little annoying when, again, you get to see certain people come in and they get to stay as, you know, Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, Jacob Fatu, you know, certain people get to keep their names and then other people, like, it just, again, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Back in the Vince days, they would change a lot of people's name, but I did feel like it was a little more common for them to do the whole, you know,
if you were big enough, you got to keep it.
Yeah, it's like you know, they do own the name, and it's like, sign it over to us while you're with us, and then when you're gone, we give it back to you. Like, that's been a very common thing in WWE, and I just don't know why, you know, they can't do that here. But I guess it's because Mike Santana maybe is his real name or something like that, but I actually don't know if it's his real name. But either way, it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating to see, again, certain people get to keep it and certain people don't. Either way, I'm sure we'll get used to it, man. But either way, he's gonna be an absolute fucking stud in WWE.
Oh yeah,
you can already tell, dude. Him looking at Tony D'Angelo, it's like there's levels to this shit, and you could just tell he's on a different level than all those fucking guys in NXT.
Especially with the current roster they have.
Yeah.
Fucking Naraku and that shit. Like, dog, let's get this Cruz Montana over, man. Again, Cruz Montana, I don't love the name. I'm not a big name change guy, if you guys didn't know. But overall, it's fine, I guess, and we'll definitely get used to it, man. For me, the only thing I just really dislike is the Cruz part. If it was Mike Montana, I wouldn't even bat an eye if I'm being honest, man. Like, the last name's fine. Like you said, Santana, Montana, same thing, potato, potato. But it's the Cruz part. Like, Cruz, he just doesn't look like a Cruz. You know what I mean? Cruz, I think, like a skinny, dorky little guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he looks like a Mike.
He looks like a Mike. I don't know. You could have get like a more serious first name for him, because at least for me,
Julian,
fucking something, dude. Like, just Cruz. That's just like a very dorky name to me, and like, he's not a dorky guy in the slightest. So that's what throws me off, man. But
Yeah,
sure, we'll get used to it.
I feel like I'm gonna spend most of my time, once I do get used to the name, I feel like most of the time I'm gonna be calling him Montana.
100%.
So,
because Cruz, man, he's a Mike, bro. He's just Mike Santana, man, and he could just been Mike Montana. That simple, man.
yeah. So, nonetheless, this is the name, and again, it did hurt a little bit. It always hurts,
just to see
like when them people show up on NXT, and it's always the stupidest thing ever because they don't mention a name. They never mention a name, and it's just like, when those moments happen, you just drop your head and you're like, oh, they're gonna do it, aren't they? And then you just see a name, and it's just like, oh man. Again, there's certain names that again, I can't get used to as well. Again, a lot of the times I still am stuck calling Ricky Saints Ricky Starks. I've gotten used to, like, it took me a long time, but I've gotten used to Gunther.
Yeah.
I've gotten used to Blake Monroe.
Yeah.
I've gotten used to Royce Keys. Even though I like their old names better, I've gotten used to them, and I'm sure it'll be the same thing here. Also, too, speaking of cruises, I guess, that's also one I've never really gotten used to. Sometimes I still catch myself calling Cruz Del Toro Raul Mendoza.
Like Raul Mendoza,
just because he was like the most goated jobber in NXT.
He really was, dude. Raul Mendoza was a goat of jobbing in NXT, man. But even like Berto and fuckface, but I always forget his fucking name.
Berto and Angel,
just Angel.
Why do you always call him fuckface?
I always forget his name.
Why
dude?
is that always the name you go to?
I completely forget his name every time. It's just Berto and fuckface every time. It's just all I can think of, man. But some of those name changes, I'm not a big name change guy. I really think names matter a lot more than people might think they do. And some are just whatever, and some are just insane. Like, worst one ever still to this day were the Viking experience in their when they initially got their names changed. That was horrible. Worst thing at the time, man. But most of the time you're fine, and this one's fine. It's just the Cruz part, man. Just the Cruz part. Just such a dorky name that just doesn't fit this actually legit badass cool dude. It's just unfortunate to see.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I definitely gotta go double or nothing with you on that one. I think the Viking experience, naming them after a fucking Disney World or like an amusement park ride, I think it was, that was terrible. And I have gotten used to Eric and Ivar, but like at the moment, Hanson and Rowe, that is just fucked. Like, those names are sick.
Those are dope ass names.
And I mean, the Viking Raiders ended up making it a little better I will say, but that original day, the Viking experience, dude. Holy shit! I don't remember one being that bad.
That bad, and that like dead on arrival. That was insane.
That was
or
like
a loss
yeah.
instantly, man.
Way to fucking kill him, dude. Way to absolutely kill him. But yeah. So again, I'm sure we'll get used to it. Again, not really too big a fan of Cruz, but again, I'm sure I'll get used to it the same way I really did not like Royce Keys at all, but now I just kind of call him Royce Keys.
Royce Keys.
Even though I do miss Powerhouse Hobbs or Will Hobbs, I just think that's a dope name as well. And again, Ricky Starks. I miss Ricky Starks. I miss Walter. I miss Mariah May. You know what I mean? But again, their names aren't the worst thing in the world. They're you get used to them. So, yeah, but it is what it is. But unfortunately, we have another one suffering the same fate as at least what a lot of recent signings have had to do. Speaking of somebody who got to keep his name, two guys who got to keep their name, Joe fucking Henry and Dan Housen. Dan Trouser.
Oh, man. Well, he had to keep the housing part. That's his whole gimmick is what the fuck even is this housing? Everything housing. Fucking, oh, man. I always say to Dan Housen, man. I was watching a clip of his AEW debut, man. Man, I always hated him. Always hated him to this day.
You didn't like when they brought the table out or they brought the ladder out and he was there?
No.
And I mean, and he cursed. It was Adam Cole.
I think it was Adam fucking Cole.
Yeah, and then he lost to Orange Cassidy.
Oh, man, that was bad.
Well, Danhausen was a best friend.
Oh, my God, he was a best friend.
Yeah.
And then, like, he got in a fucking tag team with everybody. He was Hookhausen. He was fucking,
You know, I was easy on him at first. Not really, but
no,
kind of, only because at the time when he first came into AEW, you got all the OG AEW like indie watchers that posted clips of this dude wrestling for real.
Yeah.
And so I was like, maybe we're going to see this version of him now that he's in AEW. He's probably going to have to be forced to be this version of himself if he wants to keep up. And then over time, I just realized that version of him is dead.
He's just a piece of hot garbage.
He has gotten used to, you know, this gimmick to the point where like this is how he wrestles. Like there is no more bag here. Like he threw the bag away. And this is what we got. We got Danhausen. You know, being this just absolute scrub of a professional wrestler. And then he aligns with the other biggest scrub in the business. In fact, probably a bigger scrub in my opinion.
Even a bigger scrub. Again, I don't even like the guy. At least he like sells merch and is like semi-marketable with the whole 1,000 fucking stupid mask and you put his face on fucking everything shit. Henry, dude, nothing to. He is just an empty box of nothing, dude. He can't wrestle. He can't talk. He can't sing. He don't got a look. He don't got nothing. He is a bum to the fucking highest degree.
This dude, I'll say, again, at least Danhausen, when he wrestles, he's not, it doesn't appear to me he's trying to even put up a front like he can wrestle.
He knows that he sucks.
Joe Henry, like they legitimately put him in there, and like put this dude in. They put this dude in legit matches against legit names, bro. At least Danhausen shit is all gimmicky. They try to play like Joe Henry is an actual wrestler, bro.
Can we fucking want a suicide dive, bro?
That was one of the worst. That might have legitimately been worse than the standing ovation choke slam that he does. That is absolutely terrible, bro. And that suicide dive he did, where he like cannonballed over the top rope. I'll never forget it. I could close my eyes and just picture him doing that cannonball.
Great.
And hopping up and fucking screaming as if he just hit like a phoenix splash onto the outside, bro. Get this scrub off of my television, dude. He's so fucking ass, dog. I can't explain to you, bro. When this dude first went viral, I was like, okay, this dude.
Yeah.
I
gave him a chance.
I gave him a chance, and the more I started to see him wrestle, the more I just realized, dude, this guy is the dirt on the bot. You know when the wrestlers wipe their fucking feet before they get in the mat, before they get in the ring? That's Joe Henry. He's the mat.
Mm-hmm. He's a P. He is horrible, dude. He is horrible. The way he hopped up after that dive and fucking marked out is if he did like a prime 2017 Kenny Omega Terminator dive, bro. That shit was hilarious.
He's absolutely terrible. So speaking of these two, we had to bury him beforehand.
Bones. Both of them, especially one.
Legit, bro. According to WrestleVotes, Danhausen and Joe Henry, their segment this week was reportedly said to have missed the mark internally. Ryan Garcia's appearance was considered underwhelming and unnecessary given his recent controversies. Now, I'm not a big boxing guy. I don't really know about his controversies, to be 100% honest with you. But speaking of this segment, according to WrestleVotes as well, a number of people within WWE Creative are under pressure. Really? It's only been 2 years. This comes after the July 27th episode of Monday Night Raw carried an importance with WWE due to the show airing from the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles, California, with several Netflix executives in attendance at the event. The opening segment featuring Brock Lesnar and Obafemi building up their Hell in a Cell match was said to not be a good look, with the botched fall from grace spot and the microphone issues cited. The Danhausen and Joe Henry segment featured boxer Ryan Garcia, as well as the Judgment Day was said to have also missed the mark. And then it states again, Ryan Garcia's appearance was considered underwhelming and unnecessary due to his recent controversies.
Brother.
We just got to bring this up.
Mm-hmm.
We kick out West Side Gun, who's somebody who, he just loves the business, but let's feature Ryan Garcia,
who throws around certain words like a boomerang on Twitter, is bad.
Really?
Oh,
is
dude.
that his controversies?
Oh, that's just the tip of the iceberg with his ass, bro. He is insane with the shit he says.
What?
Oh, yeah. You gotta look up some of his...
I'm gonna just type into Google, Ryan Garcia controversies.
You just go to images, bro, and just see them tweets, bro.
Drug testing. He was one of his wins was overturned due to performance enhancers.
I don't even know that.
Garcia used racial slurs against black people, made disparaging remarks about Muslims.
Mm-hmm.
During a social media live stream, Garcia posted apologies and mentioned plans to go to rehab while citing substance abuse and mental health. Garcia was arrested for damaging a room at the Waldorf Astoria.
Yeah, but that man, his tweets are insane. It's bad. It's real bad.
Yeah, but we kick out West Side Gun.
You gotta kick out West Side Gun just because he likes AEW as well, man.
Literally because he likes AEW, bro. Like, fuck out of here, bro.
Well, we'll have this dude in a segment, bro. What do you think was gonna happen, man? Do you think before you do in this company, bro? Because apparently you don't.
Well, to be fair, these are the same people that wanted John Cena's last match to feature political figures.
That is true. That is true, because they were in DC, and like Unreal said, man, they picked DC because John Cena's the character was the ultimate patriot, so that's why they went to DC for his final match.
Bullshit.
We read off a story for you guys around that time that DC just paid more money than Boston
because he's patriotic.
Oh, I hate their guts, dude. But I mean, what the fuck do you expect? First of all, the segment itself, even you could take Garcia out of that fucking segment completely, and it's still one of the worst segments you ever put on. You had Dan Trouser and you had Henry out there singing the fucking place up. Neither can do their act correctly. One is a horrible fucking singer. The other is a nasally fucking nose fuck that can't speak for the life of them. Both of them suck. What did you expect? You got a bunch of little people running around fucking goofing off and fucking, like, what did you think was gonna happen? Even, again, completely minus Garcia, still one of the worst segments you ever put on, bro. What are y'all doing? And, like, the Oba and Brock one, that's more of just, again, company production problems. How do you not have a working mic? And, brother, what was with that fucking, what was with that security guard trying to get fucking a Hurricane Rana on fucking Oba Femi? And yeah, I'm glad Oba Femi kicked the fuck out of his stomach when he fucking pushed him out of the ring. I would have too. The fuck out of here, dude. Oh, man. God damn, what a disaster. What did y'all expect?
They absolutely should be feeling pressure after that
pressure
episode. Yeah, they absolutely should be feeling Austin Theory after after that episode of Monday Night Raw. Bro, did you see the Hell in a Cell segment?
I didn't see the full segment.
Bro, not the segment with Oba and Brock. There was a segment where they were having the Hell in a Cell talk in first person.
No way.
I can read you.
No way. I didn't even know that.
I can read you some of the stuff I wrote down. This is some of the funniest shit.
They had, like, the Cell talk?
I mean, well, this was before we got Rollins Reigns Chapter 6, The Surprise. Hold on. Chapter 7, Old Ghost. And Chapter 8, The Grandest Stage. And we went over WWE Radio on Sirius XM on Monday.
Oh, brother, that shit.
Another thing. Okay. Horrible things happen inside of me. Oh, dude, it gets better. Championships have been defended inside my walls.
No,
I swear to God. I swear to fucking God, dude.
My walls.
A new rivalry will come test my walls.
No way, bro.
I swear to you, tonight, I'm going to replay this on Netflix.
You have to, bro. I have to see this.
Dude,
I didn't even know that happened.
I was fucking dying listening to this segment. As soon as I heard
my
walls, I was like,
huh?
My walls.
My walls? What is going on in those walls, bro? Whose walls are we talking about, bro? I didn't even know. All I've seen from that segment.
Things happen inside me.
What?
And I was saying on unscripted, bro. Who proof watched that and was like, yeah, horrible things happen inside the walls. Yep. Hey, the ruler and the beast are gonna test my walls.
We're gonna test the walls. Ooh, who's testing whose walls?
Oba and Brock, they're gonna fuck the shit out of the structure.
Apparently, they're gonna beat the walls down. I guess, man. Brother, I didn't even know. Because all I saw from that segment was the Oba stuff of that fucking idiot security guard, and like I guess there was Mike stuff, and there was their like door stuff. Like I saw they were like or were they just doing this stupid thing and talking through the cage?
Everybody was pissed because everybody was like,
they didn't face off.
They didn't face off. It was like, and they faced off through a cage, and it was like they obviously faced off through the cage. Like Brock locked him in there, but everybody was pissed because everybody was saying like, dude, have Oba Femi. If Oba Femi doesn't rip that fucking door off the hinges,
yeah,
like, what are we doing?
Like, I don't get it, man. Like, you could have had such cool segment with that, where maybe you have, maybe it was Paul Heyman, doing it, or maybe Brock told Heyman to do it, where it's both of those guys in there with security. Corporate's not there yet, like fucking Peach Fuzz and all that, man. And they fucking put the cage down before they could get in. and like security can't break them up, and they're stuck in the cage beating the fuck out of each other. You could add something cool like that, man. And they're like, and you could add like Triple H and all those fucking, and like fucking Jamie Noble and all them, like struggling to break in the cage to break them up. That'd have been something cool. No, let's have them beat the walls down of fucking Hell in a Cell.
Like, could you imagine something like that happening and the segment ends with fucking Oba laying out Brock and fucking dumping him on the scale?
Oh,
Like
that would be
like
dope.
a lifeless fucking Lesnar.
Exactly.
Like, dude, that would have been fucking sick, dude.
That would have been so cool, man. Or like
And
or like they were struggling so hard to like get through the door, but like at some point, like to end the segment, Oba just throws Brock through the door and it just breaks like it's nothing. After like all they tried to do to get the door down wouldn't work, they just fucking get it down like it's nothing.
come on, bro.
That would have been so cool, but no,
Like-
let's beat the fucking walls down.
Like, this is, again, like,
You're gonna test their walls.
a new few test my walls. Dude, I was like, who narrated that without fucking laughing? I would have been dying doing that
I would be like,
narration.
bro, you actually want me to read this? Like, you're like dead ass with it. I would have looked at to whoever was fucking having me fucking say that shit. I would have looked at Bruce Pritchard, whoever's in that room, like, bro, you actually want me to say this?
Dude, I popped my head up so fast. The first fucking line literally goes, "Horrible things happen inside me."
Just,
I'm like,
huh?
what? And I'm thinking, like, what kind of freaky ass movie ad are they playing? And I look up and it's a fucking Hell in a Cell vignette. I'm like,
What?
okay.
You couldn't have like a bunch of legends you're still in touch with talk about, you know, their matches in the Hell in a Cell and how brutal
Undertaker,
matches.
Shawn Michaels, Triple H,
people are all still very involved in the company.
Cena.
Couldn't like stand in front of a fucking fence in the background and be like, yeah, man, that like why would you have it talk for itself, bro? Like,
Horrible things
who-
happen inside me.
fire whoever wrote that, bro. I swear to God, whoever wrote that down, even though it's probably AI, fire them, bro. Please fire them.
Absolutely hilarious stuff,
I did
bro.
not know that. It's goated.
But yeah, oh yeah, so going back to this, yes, they absolutely should feel pressure. They should feel pressure of every week. They should feel pressure every week. Every week you put on a boring ass episode of Monday Night Raw. We're underbooking the shit out of people. Again, nothing hardly feels important. Danhausen, out of anybody except for maybe like Roman and Seth, have gotten like the some of the most build to their feuds, and it's culminating with a Danhausen Joe Henry segment where, again, more celebrities are getting involved. And this is why a couple months ago, when we heard WWE is going to tone back celebrities because of the Pat McAfee thing, that's why we called bullshit on it. Because here we are, right back at it with Ryan fucking Garcia. And, you know, Triple H is the only positive to come out of Ryan Garcia being here is him in the back and Triple H putting out tweets like, take care of business. And everybody's just put in the comments like, yeah, you're never beating the allegations, buddy.
Oh,
Because
never is.
Because I think I don't know for sure, but I think he's I think he's going up against a black dude in his next title fight.
It's
So that was the only thing that was only fucking positive to me, was everybody fucking calling Triple H a fucking racist, which is
Love
always
it.
a positive. But yeah, I'm just like watching this shit, and I see Ryan Garcia fucking dancing, and then he's attacking him with the Judgment Day, and he's fucking doing his, you know, he's shadow boxing with them, and I'm just sitting there like, what is this, dude? What is this fucking show? We have Shield chair at the end of the show, and again, with everything from Sol Ruka, and it's just everything about this show. This Intuit Dome, for as dope as an arena that it is fucking cursed. It is cursed, dog.
Mhm.
Every time they go here, they try to put on the best show. They try to put on the best show fucking known to man, and yada, yada, yada. They want to impress the Netflix execs. And every single time the show massively shits the bed.
Mhm.
Every time.
Every time.
And again, doesn't shock me. But how ridiculous. All the people that WWE doesn't want to work with for one reason or another, and I find out all this about Ryan Garcia. Come on, dude.
Come on, man. Like, what do you
We
guys
kicked
do?
out West Side Gun.
You kicked him out of a show he paid to see because he likes AEW, but you're going to keep the fucking Triple H's racist buddy around.
And this poor dude, bro, he's such, he said he was done with WWE, and they're so lucky. He's a real ass wrestling fan, bro. I think he went to Mania this year and he was in a skybox. Obviously, I'm sure he can't be on the floor because they don't want him seen. But bro, that's how you know
he's a real ass.
He's a real ass wrestling fan, bro.
And like you fucking kicked him out because he likes AEW and will be also in the audience for AEW. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
But Twitter tried to say, it's because of the horrific music West Side Gun makes.
He's normal.
He talks about inappropriate things in his music.
You have Lil Yachty on TV every week.
Yes.
Do you not listen to him, bro? They all did. It's the whole point. Horrible, man. There's such hypocrites, dude, and they're such fake ass, horrible liars, man. Ugh.
They should feel pressure. Triple H should feel a lot of pressure now, not in 2028. He should feel a lot of pressure now. That whole writing team should feel a lot of pressure. Again, I know these scripts have to be proofread. I know they're looked through. How? With how your fan base is, it just boggles my mind how badly you have taken your finger off the pulse.
I don't get it. I don't get how that's possible.
Ridiculous stuff, man. It's ridiculous stuff. That Monday Night Raw, they should absolutely be ashamed of. Absolutely be ashamed of. Again, the Oba Brock segment, like I said on Monday, they're definitely not going to be remembered for their on-screen segments. Just the matches. This is an AEW feud if I've ever seen one. But man, it's just it's just so sad to me how badly this show was falling off. When in 2024, Monday Night Raw used to be lit as fuck. I can't even lie, bro.
They were doing good in 2024. Raw was doing really good. And they shit the bed.
Speaking of Brock, Sir K, bro, you've done it again. You've done it again, brother. According to WrestleVotes, the feeling within WWE is that Brock Lesnar's match against Obafemi at SummerSlam won't be his last. One source said that they'd be surprised if Lesnar didn't step away from television for a while before resurfacing in time for WrestleMania 43. In Saudi Arabia.
He wasn't missing that bag, bro. This is Brock Lesnar, man. When he essentially not faked, but like you could obviously tell he would.
Demon retire.
No, he would. I think he wanted to at Mania, and I think that was his intent.
Mm-hmm.
I think WWE convinced him and were like, "Hey, we'll pay you for SummerSlam, and Saudi's about to be a Mania, and they want the bag for you, bro." I think that convinced him to stay one more year. Up until Saudi Mania, man. And I think Saudi Mania will be the end to Brock. More than likely. And he just ends it off with one big bag for Saudi, bro. And I think that was what he was probably convinced of to come back in the first place, from his essentially fake demon retirement, which I think he, again, intended to be a real retirement. But I think he was convinced to come back just for this one last run. And I see that, man. And I think that's where they're going to do the Gunther match, is at Mania in Saudi. And that's the plan, probably, man. And I think that's the goal. And I think he's probably going to retire in Saudi and get probably the most insane bag of a lifetime, man. Because he naturally gets insane bags, let alone a Saudi Mania bag. That man about to make like 90 mil at that bitch or something, man. He about to be insane. And he wasn't missing that. Crazy.
100%. That check. He is pumped for that check. I know he's pumped for that check.
That shit's gonna be like fucking 30 mil.
Yeah, and again, I mean, it is, you know, if they really, I would have just had Oba retire Brock, but
Hmm.
I guess it does work out in a sense where it is kind of everybody's getting everything they want. The company's getting what they want with Gunther retiring him. The fans are getting what they want with a nice little feud with Oba Femi. You
Yep.
know what I mean? And although we would have liked Oba to retire Brock, and although Gunther doesn't need it, Gunther retiring him isn't the worst thing in the world, even though he doesn't need it. You know what I mean? I have been on record multiple times saying share the wealth. And again, give things to people. Braun Breaker should have retired Goldberg.
Yep.
Breaker should retire Goldberg. Gunther can retire John Cena, and Obafemi can retire Brock Lesnar. As for AJ Styles, you know what I mean? It really could have been anybody, man. You could have, you know, it should have been Will Ospreay, but I digress. Yeah, it's over.
We're never getting that Ospreay match, bro. He's a soldier. He's a fucking WWE soldier, bro. We're never getting that match. Especially with a kid now. You know we ain't getting that match, bro. You getting that kid in NXT fucking lickety split.
Should have fucking been Ospreay. It should have been Ospreay, dude.
Doesn't his kid kind of remind you of an Ospreay too, with the whole green attire and shit? He does, dude.
He's an Ospreay mark, bro.
He's an Ospreay.
This kid's
mark.
an Ospreay mark, bro.
He's not like he's not like Callum Newman, who's an Ospreay clone. He's an Ospreay mark, which is different.
Exactly, a little different. But I gotta say, damn. You hit that one on the head, bro. You hit that one on the head. And I mean, it does make a lot of sense. But again, like I said, although I would have liked for them to share the wealth, it is the company getting everything they want. I mean, again, these are it doesn't shock me. These are the same people that wanted Gunther to retire Rey Mysterio earlier this year. And, like, how fucking stupid. Like, legitimately, how stupid do you gotta be?
They're so dumb. Let's retire a perfectly healthy, in crazy shape Rey Mysterio for no reason. What is wrong with you?
Dude's legitimately still doing it in his 50s, bro.
He's
like, you look at the work. You look at the work. You look at the work Chris Jericho does in his 50s, and then you look at the work Rey Mysterio. Like, it's night and day, dude.
He moves better than like half of the people this company likes. He moves better than Priest. He moves better than his own son. He moves better than fucking Jay, than fucking Henry, than Housen, than fucking brother. Like, why would you want him to retire now?
And to Gunther.
That doesn't make any sense. Why not his son?
I think Dominic Mysterio was literally just on an interview saying it is his birthright to retire his dad.
It's literally his birthright. That's the whole point, bro. Like, what? You morons, dude. They're morons.
Like, get out of here, bro. But yeah, again, Brock's probably going to be getting that 90 to 120 mil. If I was him, I get it. I get it. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. I'm sure his family's already set up for generational wealth, but this is going to put
another Harvard generation.
Probably another 3 generations. This is going to probably set another fucking 3 generations up for generational wealth. So I get it. You know, and again, it's just a way for the company to give everybody what they want, the fans and them. So
yeah,
and Saudi. So
especially Saudi. They weren't taking Mania without Brock.
Oh yeah. If it wasn't Brock, they were gonna be fucking asking for Hulk Hogan versus Macho Man Randy Savage to main event the show. So they're gonna be getting Brock, and you know, Rock. Unless he's really butthurt still about the Cody situation, you know Rock's going to be there.
I was going to say, dude, I got this fear that they're going to pay The Rock an insane bag to show up. And show up for the match itself, he will. And that's all it's going to be, man.
Which, although, and this is why WWE shouldn't have pretty much hard launched Oba Roman, because you do have a way out if Cody is WWE champion, because Cody and Oba have that history, unless barring WWE wanting to run Cody Punk
3, because Punk
final chapter
was out there saying he thinks. Oh, did you have that written down? Yeah. Okay, we'll get to that then. But yeah, I don't think Oba's getting his Mania match. I don't know. I'm scared.
I'm scared too, dude. I'm very scared. I cannot lie to you. So yeah, that is at that point, if you do Rock, you got to have Rock let you know by October.
You have to.
And if Rock is there, you got to have Roman drop the title.
You have to.
You have got to have Roman drop the title. So Roman could go do his probably what's going to be the night 2 main event against Rock. And you can have Oba win the championship in the main event of night 1.
Exactly.
You got to.
You could have Mr. Saturday, Cody Rhodes, lose on Saturday night to Oba Femi in the main event. So that would very much be nice. But who knows, man? Who knows? I'm scared.
Very, very scared. Speaking of Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. Yeah, this is going to a Mania.
Oh, man.
According to Self-Made PW, CM Punk originally wanted to turn heel for his program with Cody Rhodes with the idea of being the Terry Funk to Cody Rhodes' Dusty Rhodes. However, due to Punk's immense popularity, he's reportedly no longer expected to turn heel. Cody Rhodes' status, meanwhile, is entirely up to him.
Oh, no. Why is it up to...
WWE is reportedly prepared to pull the trigger on a heel turn whenever he gives the word. Are you kidding me?
What?
Is this the story you were talking about?
No.
Or did you see something else?
I saw something else. It was Punk in an interview saying that he expects more matches between him and Cody in the future, which is just terrifying. Because that means he's gonna go to Mania probably, man. But with this story, man, oh man, they're prime morons, man. Because first of all, I really don't want a Punk heel turn. I think he'll try too hard. I think he'll do a Seth and he'll just try a little too hard, and I don't think it's going to come off that great. And fans are going to cheer the fuck out of him. And I'm not one to be one of those people that like, oh, if the fans cheer him, he can't be heel. But if he's facing Cody Rhodes, at the end of the day, bro, fans are going to boo Cody. People are going to cheer Punk. That's just how it is, bro. No matter who's what, if Cody's involved, they're booing Cody. That's just how it is nowadays, bro. So you got to embrace it, and you got to, at the very least, do what they're doing now. It's babyface, which sucks. It's dick. I hate it. They're fucking punching each other in live events, and I don't give a fuck. They're trying so hard to make that thing look like legit and like a shoot. Dude,
he elbowed him.
He elbowed. Oh my god, he elbowed him because no fucking shit. They're having a feud, but they fucking put the power of the heel turn in Cody Rhodes' hands. Do you guys not listen to Cody Rhodes himself? He has said before he is not one to be put in power. He literally said he couldn't even handle the EVP spot, and he wasn't built for that type of power. He said that when he left AEW, that he was not built to be an EVP, that he was not built to have power like that. Why the fuck would you give him power? When he was EVP, bro, he booked himself out of a title permanently at the start of the company. It's not like a Hangman situation where he's double champ at this point. He's had all the storylines. No, that motherfucker didn't even win it yet, and he booked himself out of winning it forever. And he fucking did like a half like weird face heel thing and dyed his hair and came back and then put his boots in the mat and then came back the very like 2 weeks later. Dude, he was fucking. It was the Codyverse. The Codyverse is legendary. You're gonna give him that power, like Cody, and like Logan says, Cody ain't never turning himself heel.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna mention next. He's literally been on record saying, and again, unless he feels some crazy pressure from somebody that's gonna make him cave, he has been on record before saying that he spoke to John Cena himself and expressed and looked and asked for advice on Cena because Cena was, for a large portion of his career, he was the guy. At least through his active years, he was the one guy that never turned heel, and Cena Cena gave him the advice of, if you feel what you're doing is right, then go with your gut. And Cody is not one to admit he's wrong.
No.
He's not. Look, if we see his run in AEW, he never admitted he was wrong. He never admitted anything was wrong with anything about his AEW run. And especially when he was doing the AEW run, he never did anything to fix it. All it did was get worse and worse and worse, and the AEW fan base seen it and called him out. But I personally just don't think Cody Rhodes himself is ever gonna be the I don't think he's willing to give up that babyface number one guy spot.
I don't think he is. I think, like, in his very being, and he talks about it all the time, that, like, he can't do that. That's something he never wants to do. And I think that was WWE's intention with giving him the power, knowing damn well he'll never do it. I think that's what this is. I think it's like, oh, we're down. It's up to him. I don't think they want to do it either. So they're going to scapegoat him and be like, well, we'll give you the power, knowing damn well he's never going to do that. It's the ultimate loophole.
Especially with Roman being a babyface, or at least when he in the Build of Mania.
In the Build of Mania, he was.
Now I think he's kind of back to that like tweener. He's like, I would say he's like a tweener role. Like he does heelish stuff with the bloodline,
but he's not in like super dickhead mode.
Yeah, but he's not a full blown heel like he was back in 22. But especially with Roman Reigns even being a babyface, I feel in Cody Rhodes' brain, he will not turn heel because that is him essentially giving that back up to Roman Reigns. And I don't think he's willing to do that. As for Punk as a heel, I think Punk is just way too beloved to do that. Now, could it work? Honestly, probably yeah. 9 times out of 10, all the videos I see is CM Punk just being a dick to people. So I think it, maybe it could work. Again, he doesn't really seem like the kind of guy who fucking like loves wrestling fans or whatever. He's the kind of guy to put on a front like he does at like a show. But again, whenever people see him out in public or anything like that, he just acts like a dick, which is like, you're not obligated to talk to these fans that come up to you in public. But at the same time, you don't have to act like a dick. You know what I mean? Like, no, guys, like, this is my personal time. Thanks. Like, please respect my privacy. Like, no, he just acts like a dick.
He is like an asshole.
And again, he doesn't owe these fans anything. But at the very same time, and maybe it's just me, I don't think... Like, sometimes I just think, all right, you're being a little extra, bro. Like, you don't have to be that much. There's ways to go about it. Like, again... We've seen videos of like Kevin Owens, or people have told stories about like guys like Bray Wyatt. You know what I mean? Where it's like, and wrestling fans, they'll be like, oh, dick. They'll be like, I seen a story one time. It was like, oh, Bray Wyatt's a dick. I seen him at the airport, and he said, no, guys, sorry, I'm not taking pictures right now. He didn't have to say anything to you. At the very, I feel that's very respectful for him to be honest. Or like, I've heard stories of like Brock has told stories like he'll be at his kids' games and people will be like, "Oh, Mr. Lesnar, can I get a picture?" And he tells people, "I'm not taking pictures. I'm not Brock Lesnar right now. I'm Dad."
Yeah,
respect that. But you don't gotta be a straight up dick to people.
Like, Punk is like antagonistic to like random people on the street, and you're like, God damn, bro, like, God damn, like, do you not like humanity or something? I don't know, man. Punk's just one of those people you just see like outside the business, and he doesn't seem like a very likable person in the slightest. Yeah. And like Logan says, fans are entitled. They could be very entitled. They complain when you don't fucking look at them. But also, like, you don't gotta be, like, crazy extra with it, man.
Yeah.
Like, even when people would call Mercedes an asshole for not signing things, you would see it in a video and she would just be like, yeah, sorry, I'm not signing that, and walk away. And again, yeah, fans are fucking entitled and they're dramatic and they call her an asshole for just telling them no and walking away. But, like, Punk, he just always just takes it like those extra steps towards like, You don't got to do all that, bro. You really don't. But either
Yeah.
way, man, I just don't think heel Punk is gonna really overall work nowadays. I just don't think it will. And again, he also likes being he's in that same Cody boat where I think he overall loves being a babyface. I think he does like it. That's kind of the whole egomaniac situation with other top guys. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think you were doomed from the start with Cody and Punk. I don't think it was. I don't think unless again unless Cody was heel, which he's never going to be. I don't think that match would have worked in any other capacity.
Yeah.
And I think you could tell by the build to their match now.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. Is like, again, I can say the only the only thing that the only that's one of the only things that make me think that Punk would work as a heel is because again, a lot of times I just do kind of see him just kind of being a dickhead about
Life.
fans, which again, you know. Again, like you don't have to be antagonistic or be just a dickhead. Like there's ways to go about it. Like they're people too, and it's like again, I know they're fucking being weird fans, but it's like you just don't be antagonistic, bro.
You don't got to do all like you said, bro. You just don't got to do all of that.
Yeah,
like he does, bro. Like you're just doing too much.
100%, 100%. Like yeah, it's like I don't know.
I don't know. He's one of those people that just you feel like you hear about them and you're like, I probably wouldn't like that person if I met them in real life.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But yeah, I mean, again, I get it. I get it, man.
Like,
wrestling fans can be much, but there's certain points where it's like sometimes I feel like wrestlers mistake every wrestling fan for being like one of those wrestling fans.
Yeah.
Like if they're one of those wrestling fans, like we were hearing at Mania weekend, that are camped outside of your hotel room, that's the weird motherfucker.
Yeah.
But if you run into somebody in a hotel lobby or at a fucking grocery or at a convenient mart and they fucking say what's up to you, you don't gotta be a dick to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they're waiting outside of your hotel room, by all means, get the fuck out of here. Because what are you doing, bro? But again, there's ways to go about it. But a lot of times, dude, I see videos of Punk and I'm just like,
why are you doing all
he just gives the epitome of don't meet your heroes.
Oh yeah, he is like the definition of that.
Yeah, like you're only nice to people if they fucking pay to see you. Like, you know how many wholesome interactions I see of fucking John Cena out in public where John Cena only gets mad at people when they are on some disrespectful shit.
Exactly.
Come up filming him, or you know, if they come up to him, say what's up or whatever, shake his hand, he's literally the nicest fucking dude, bro. But it's like any interaction I see with Punk is just like, again, it just gives vibes. If you don't pay to meet him, he's just a dick.
He's just like, you don't exist to him, and you're bothering your existence is like bothering to him. It's just, he's one of those people, man. But even like, you'll see videos of John Cena, rejecting some people for photos and stuff. And again, it just says a very nice, sorry, I'm with my girl right now. Now's not the time. I'm sorry, guys. That's simple. And he walks away. Simple. And you just don't got to do Phil stuff.
Yeah. Again, I just think a lot, and I mean, I get they deal with the stuff a lot, and they probably, do feel like a lot of wrestling fans are weird, but sometimes they do mistake cool wrestling fans that aren't really trying to bother them as those wrestling fans. So
exactly.
But yeah, but largely, I do think, especially against Cody, you don't got a shot in the dark for turning CM Punk heel.
Heels don't have a chance against Cody. Nobody likes Cody, bro.
Yes.
Like, Randy Orton turned heel, and at the start of it, when people really loved it, people fucking loved him more than Cody tenfold.
Yes.
Come on, bro. And he was calling people a mark-ass stooge. How can you not love that, man? Fucking to that
Ran-
fake ass demon.
All we need is Randy to come back and call him a fake ass demon,
Dude,
bro.
if Randy comes back and he calls Matt Cardona or Rusev a fake demon, I'll buy a Rusev shirt that night. Or I'll buy a Randy Orton shirt that night, bro.
I was gonna say the Rusev one should probably already be on clearance, so
Yeah, bang-a-rang a Rusev, man. Fucking bang-a-rang a bum.
So is Rusev Day officially renamed to Fake Demon Day?
Fake demon day. I like that. Fake demon day. Fake demon. You know how they used to sing Rusev Day? He's fake demon. Because he's a fake demon.
Man. But yeah, Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, Terry Funk and Dusty Rhodes over here. The difference between Cody Rhodes and CM Punk and Terry Funk and Dusty Rhodes is back in the day, Terry Funk and Dusty Rhodes was actually a feud that people wanted to see.
And like a classic matchup that people wanted to see, man. This is one I didn't care to see from the jump, man. And we told y'all that we do not care for the idea of this feud that people wanted for years. And you got it. And I see people hype it up, but what are you hyping up, man? They punch each other occasionally at live events. It's horrible, dude.
Yeah.
At least the other fucking match has Shield Lord to fucking not shut up about.
And the Shield chair.
In the Shield chair and the Shield
chair.
fist pump and the Shield power bomb on the Shield announce table. He's in the Shield position,
And they have Chapter 6, the surprise. Chapter 7, the old ghost. And Chapter 8, the grandest stage. They have as well.
Fucking hell. Love it. It's goated. It's hilarious.
Speaking of Mr. Randy Orton, according to Uncle Dave, Randy Orton, as well as Kevin Owens, are expected to be returning very soon, with Orton potentially coming back in the next week.
Man.
I'm not gonna lie. I could care less about Randy Orton. Brother, Kevin Owens. You know how long I've waited for the news to hear that Kevin Owens' return was somewhere on the horizon.
That might be why they're giving Sammy a shot to win a shot at the title, man. What if someone screws him over in that shot? Or what if he gets the shot, and at the shot, KO returns and screws him over, man.
Dude, a Kevin Owens at SummerSlam would be nuts.
Him fucking doing his goddamn pile driver to fucking Sami Zayn at SummerSlam, dude. Oh my god, that'll be the only solace for SummerSlam, man. I need Kevin Owens back.
But the thing is, with Sammy's change of character, A, do you have Owens be cool with him? And B, do you bring Owens back face or heel?
That's difficult, man. Because he's going to get a face reaction on his return. And people don't love Cody. People really don't love that world title scene. You might have the ultimate babyface in KO coming back, man. And I think that's actually more valuable than just doing heel stuff, which you could always just end up doing down the line later. Heel stuff is always easier to set up down the line and have in your pocket than face stuff. So that's actually probably a better thing. But it is Cody Rhodes, the ultimate egomaniac with the head booker, his fucking favorite crony, Triple H. So, to actually taking that big babyface spot, I would think is impossible from Cody, from a management standpoint. That's the thing that sucks about that. But, either way, bro, as long as KO is back, I'm cool. I miss that man so much. His quality of his work when he left was insane. He was doing the best in the company, man. I can't wait for him to return. I love KO, man. For Randy, I like what Randy was doing before all that celebrity stuff for Mania. I actually really liked that heel character he was in. He was fucking spazzing out, calling fucking people mark-ass stooges and fucking indie nerds. If he comes back on that type of timing, I'm really going to be happy. And I think that's the timing he's going to be on when he comes back. I think they want to, sweep that celebrity shit under the rug as much as possible. So I think he's going to come back doing demon shit. And if Randy Orton's going to come back doing demon shit, you might as well at the start have KO come back, be on some friendly shit, if that makes sense, man. Either way, I'm excited, and I'll sacrifice Triple H's fucking heart monitor for KO to come back, bro. So give it to me, man, please. What you laughing at?
Bro, if you don't have Owens involved in, if you want to bring Owens back as a heel, bro, could you imagine Cody and Punk? Cody and Punk.
What you laughing at, man?
Gotti,
You
bro.
gonna send the goons?
Because I don't know what Gotti's talking about, bro. He's thinking KO, The Rock, and AJ Lee are returning at SummerSlam, bro.
Oh man, I don't think we see AJ Lee for a minute,
Bro.
wow, enough. And Dwayne,
I could tell you WWE may have a hard time giving you a bang for your buck.
I think they might. I think you may be expecting a little too much, man. For Dwayne, if he is involved in Mania, you could probably count in, Royal Rumble and around that time, man. I don't know around now. And if it's around now, then my God, Oba is screwed. If we see Dwayne on Sunday, Oba is not getting any type of Mania championship match that is it for a world title at WrestleMania. So it's a double-edged sword with that one, man. Secret member. Did they
That's
not?
interesting.
Are they not? Is there a secret member to a match?
There is a blank spot. I just thought they were gonna fill it.
I thought they were gonna fill it on SmackDown tonight. I thought they were. I thought it got like. I thought they're already planned. Because isn't there a match for it tonight? I thought there was. I don't know. Is it a secret spot? If it's a secret spot, that makes it a lot more interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Huh.
Come on, Gotti, bro. You talking about go to hell so you can see Dwayne, bro? That's
you cannot do Oba Femi
you can't
like
do
that,
Oba
bro.
Femi like that. If we're sacrificing anybody, Gotti, it's got to be Cody. It's got to be Cody.
It's got to be.
We'll sacrifice him to the gods, man.
Of course, they post nothing on their Instagram. What do they post on their Twitter? Guys, just a bunch of Raw recaps. Yeah, there's a qualifier tonight. It's going to be Julia versus Lash Legend.
Oh, brother.
What are you talking about, man?
What are you talking about, man?
Gotti, what are you talking about?
I think you're filled with some copium, man.
Are you, Gotti, is this straight copium,
Is this straight copium I'm hearing, bro?
This is legitimately straight copium, bro.
Let me hear a pea smell for one time in my life. I get it. I get the want.
But, guys, tonight on SmackDown, Cody Rhodes and CM Punk will come face-to-face one more time before their WWE Undisputed Championship match this weekend at SummerSlam.
Kill me.
In case you guys were wondering.
I wasn't even wondering.
Oh, man. Come on.
Who gives a fuck about SmackDown, man?
Wow.
Who gives a fuck about that match, dude? Oh, man. I need KO back, bro. I need him to save SmackDown.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Could you imagine CM Punk wins in the main event and their next feud is fucking Kevin Owens coming out to stare off with CM Punk?
Come on, bro.
Dude, now that's fucking something on SmackDown I need, bro.
And then Cody can be all depressed on SmackDown trying to go for the world title again. Boom, Randy comes back and fucking he has to deal with that. Look at that, man.
Dude.
Right. I hope it's a good Sunday, man. I really
hope
so.
I'm hoping for you, man. How much did they pull you for them tickets? Did you use code JJets?
Exactly.
To get 25% off. I just hope you didn't spend too much, bro.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, they didn't sell so many tickets, bro. You're probably going to be moved to a much better seat than you were in the first place anyway.
Exactly.
So if you got like more of a nosebleed seat, I'm sure they're going to, take you over and give you a better seat, man. Because
from what I've seen, our guy is 100 section.
Oh, shit. That's nice. That's nice, man.
I just hope they didn't pull you too much.
I hope they didn't pull you too much, man.
But, yeah, dude. I don't know. I hope Kevin Owens comes into play. 130 for both.
Okay.
That ain't bad.
I remember they did like lower the prices like crazy.
For both nights?
For both nights or for 2 seats? You got someone with you?
Oh, okay. 2
for
seats.
Both tickets. Okay.
Gotcha.
That's
that's actually not terrible at all.
And it's very sad that they still haven't sold a lot of tickets with those prices.
Yeah.
That's actually more telling on their booking than it is their prices.
Yeah, a little bit. But yes, I can't wait to see Owens back, and I'm scared for how they pick up the pieces with Randy Orton. I can't lie. But
I'm scared they'll overcompensate with Randy.
Yeah.
And try to make him like cartoonishly evil to like try to like balance out the stupid celebrity shit. Yeah. That's my fear, man.
Yeah. But nonetheless, excited for it nonetheless. But Gotti, we gotta ask, man, what are you doing? What are you doing September September 26th, man? I believe All Out is
We're in Chicago, man.
is coming to Shy, bro. So and so is manager Logan.
Exactly, bro. Going to an AEW show is like the same price as going to Burger King. So the price ain't the problem with AEW, man. So I mean, we'll be there.
Yeah, 100%. So that is the news on Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, man. Very excited to see these guys coming back in the fold. Speaking of which, Club WWE.
Oh, brother.
Speaking of Club WWE, we got the first of the Never Seen 17 collection, and the first city was none other than Minneapolis, Minnesota. They had a John Cena Vikings shirt. So tough. I really liked it. I really liked the way it looked. Yeah, I really liked the way it looked, but you know, it is it is sad. It is sad Minneapolis didn't get their stuff. You're a 2.5 hour drive from it. Gotti says that the tickets are less than $150. He's down.
Are you down though?
The most expensive I seen was $130 for All Out. The cheapest ones I seen for good seats are $100. But we actually got to be down this time.
We gotta be down, bruh.
We can't be down this time.
We gotta commit. I'm down.
We can't have another chamber situation, bro. Me and Sir Kayra love watching that boring ass show by herself.
Oh man, show.
And I'm mad that you got out of it.
That shit got me over with Seth for the time from now until then so far. That's how bad that show was. That Seth is my guy on Raw now. You know how bad that is?
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Yes, but they dude, that John Cena Viking shirt was so tough, bro. It was so tough, man. I looked at it and I was like, man, that is that's a pretty tough one, dude. A Vikings theme, pretty dope. They could have did the T-Wolves. They could have did the Wolves, which would have been dope, but that Viking shirt was pretty tough, man. That was pretty tough. Well, Logan, you can get it. All you got to do is be a founding member of
Club WWE.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I don't.
Oh yeah.
Well, Gotti, you can add another 300 to that because we paid $6, or it was like $560. It was like $570. So it was like $570. But the date is September 26th
on a Saturday.
Manager Logan will be breathing Chicago air, and
he will.
Gotti, so will you.
Exactly. Card is not subject to change.
Exactly. Not at all. Not at all, but yes. Yeah, it was a hefty bag for.
It was a hefty bag
for that. So, yeah,
oh man, we were in the UC though.
That was bad. Yes, we were in the United Center. We've seen the Derrick Rose banner.
It's a good weekend. It was a good weekend.
But WWE Director of Character Development Rob Fee has revealed Club WWE will have curated old episodes of Raw and SmackDown that aren't available anywhere else. Every episode of Raw and SmackDown, of course, was available on the WWE Network until it shut down. Currently, many historic episodes of WWE's weekly programming are missing from the WWE library on Netflix. He says, "Hi, friends. It's your pal Rob here."
Oh, was he Tony Khan?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Wanted to give you some insight on the Club WWE content, what you can expect. When it was announced internally, the only description was exclusive content. Obviously, you can do backstages, interviews, etc. But this felt like the perfect platform to take some bigger swings and try something different. So we reached out to talent and asked if there was a show idea they wanted to do with a pitch or something you wouldn't really expect from them. I'm certainly biased, but there's some really fun shows. Danhausen has a cooking show with a celebrity guest every episode. Spoiler, it's always Ethan Page. That's fucking terrible.
Wait a fuck. Okay.
Kevin Owens has a show where he tells you bedtime stories. Kit Wilson has an advice show. There's a ton more and a bunch of others on the way. We also got the geniuses behind WWE Vault to curate old Raw and SmackDown episodes that aren't available anywhere else, and the incredible Docs team is going to put out exclusive pieces that are network level pieces, like really good stuff. It's a small passionate crew that made these and put a lot of love into them. There's a ton of Easter eggs too. The credits in Chelsea Green show are probably my favorite.
What?
Also, every title sequence to an original show is homage to a horror movie we love. I hope you enjoy watching them as much as we love making them. Thanks.
So it's not what I thought was like actual like historic episodes of Raw behind a paywall. It's like select parts of the show like severely edited. What? Who is paying? Who wants that? And dude, what are those other shows? The Danhausen cooking show with Ethan Page? What? The Chelsea Green show. They didn't even elaborate what the fuck that is.
Yeah, they hyped you up for the credits. I'm assuming when the show's over.
Oh.
Oh boy.
What?
This isn't a Marvel movie
Like,
where I'm going to watch for the post-credit
I'm
scenes.
watching for the post-credit scene to see fucking Doomsday and fucking Doctor Doom do some cool shit. What are you gonna show me, bro? Like, what are these shows? KO telling bedtime stories, life advice with Kit Wilson, bro. That's what you're putting on behind a paywall. Is that garbage content, dude? And again, when I first read the story, I thought it meant there was select episodes of Raw that were just going to be available for the Club WWE founding members. But no, they're going to severely edit them to like mock horror movies. What?
Well,
Because that's what they said.
no, the Raw and SmackDown episodes are going to be there. The horror movie, it says every title sequence to an original show. So, like, the intro to these shows are going to be have an homage to a horror movie. But the Raw and SmackDown episodes, yeah, it's the whole episode.
Either way, it's ass, dude. That's such an ass thing. WWE, Club WWE is such a scam. Oh man, I can't wait for it to fail and shut down, man. I can't wait.
Well, you don't want to see homage to Friday the 13th with bedtime stories with Kevin Owens? But dude, you could watch some old episodes of Raw and SmackDown on there.
Oh man. Oh yay. I have to watch old Shield moments. Like I can't fucking watch that every week on Raw nowadays.
Oh man, the idea of this sounds so bad. First of all, Rob Fee, this is the guy that used to work on horror movies that was specifically Bray Wyatt's guy. They have him as the director of character development. What are you doing, sir?
Brother, do they have you doing anything? Because I don't think so. There's no character development anywhere.
Because Joe Gacy, one of the members of the Wyatt Six, was talking about how he wanted each member of the Wyatt Six to have more character development. You mean to tell me this is a position in the company? And there's still no character development?
That's wild. That's wild to me.
That is absurd, first of all. And second of all, what are these original shows? They all fucking sound like they suck. Who is paying $100 a year to watch this?
Orange Danhausen cooking with Ethan Page?
And if I want to watch old episodes of Raw and SmackDown that used to be readily available on the network or on Peacock, I have to pay $99 a year to watch Raw in 07.
Thanks.
That's a fucking scam. And what? There's exclusive interviews, exclusive docs. I'm sure I'll see clips of them on Twitter. And I'm supposed to be excited about Chelsea Green's credits.
And I think fans were mad at them for posting exclusive Club WWE stuff on their social media anyway. So you're paying for shit that they're just gonna post anyway. Because if it's important enough, they're gonna fucking post it anyway. You're seeing a bunch of nonsense. It's horrible, man. It's horrible.
They suck, dude. They suck. And this whole platform, this whole idea, this platform sucks. Absolutely terrible. Speaking of things sucking, according to ESPN, they will introduce a Moment of the Night title belt at SummerSlam that will recognize the standout performances and moments from the WWE Premium Live events. Do you like this title, man?
It looks so.
Doesn't it look like the Tribal Chief title?
It does look like the Tribal Chief title. It looks like a TNA title. You know, with how stupid they are.
What an honor it would be to be the ESPN Moment of the Night champion.
And they're gonna fucking do it on the post show. They're gonna have
beautiful.
fucking Biggie give it to them. That poor soul, man. What are you guys doing, man? And every week, you know, it's gonna be fucking Bloodline stuff, or it's gonna be goofy Danhausen stuff, or it's horrible. What a horrible, lame ass, corny ass, stupid ass idea.
This is actually this is actually gonna be so stupid to see. And also too, I just know the winners of these things are gonna be the dumbest. Like Cody's gonna be like a fucking
30 times.
Yeah, he's gonna be like a 46-time Moment of the Night champion. What is this? Speaking of ESPN and Sports Center, dude, I don't know if anybody's seen that. I don't know if anybody's seen that like image of this lady dancing to Obafemi's theme song, dude.
What are y'all doing?
Holy hell, they do not know wrestling, bro.
No, they really
have
don't.
no knowledge. But yeah, ESPN, man, we're gonna start getting Moment of the Night champions.
Moment of the Night champions.
Well, if they had a Moment of the Night champion for Monday Night Raw, this week would have definitely went to Solo Sikoa, bro. He was the best part of Monday Night Raw this week. Some may say he could have qualified for the ESPN Moment of the Night champion.
I think he might have been able to.
According to WrestleVotes, WWE is receiving significant praise within creative.
So they're praising themselves?
For Solo Sikoa's recent work.
Just, dude, we did fucking great with that shit, bro. Like, look at us.
Man, we made him a stud.
What do you mean you're what?
His current babyface run was originally expected to be a short-term deal. But now there's speculation that could change based on his work in recent weeks.
Your plan better not to be to turn him heel anymore, because it's also hilarious. That just proves that was the whole point.
Yeah,
that they were gonna.
We've literally been saying that.
We've been saying that for months, that he was just going to rejoin the Bloodline, and that's obviously from that was the plan, which is fucking horrible and ass. But hopefully that means they're going to extend his babyface run. I really hope so. Do I have any faith in this company? Not in the slightest. But it's a good thing that they recognize it, man. And it's going to be even funnier if they do turn him heel while recognizing he's better as a babyface. That'll make it even funnier with the heel turn, man. Yeah. And genuinely, my favorite part of that is them praising themselves for fucking Solo doing what Solo does, bro. That it's like when you'll see a fucking article that like the CIA investigated themselves and they found nothing was wrong with what they did. Like, wait, you investigated yourself? They're like, oh yeah, we did nothing wrong, bro. What do you mean you invested? What do you mean? What do you mean WWE praised the creative team? So you just jerked each other off, is what you fucking did, bro. For Solo being like the champion through this. Y'all didn't write what Solo said. I know for damn sure Solo just went out there and was just being himself.
And they've given this, if anything, all they've done is put roadblocks in his way.
They've always put roadblocks in his way.
They have given him characters that are fucking terrible to work with, like a Hikuleo and a JC Mateo, which JC is great, but my God, the guy's got the fucking personality of a fucking dish sponge. You know, they put him with all these fucking goofs. Dude, it is just, it is so terrible. It is so terrible to me what they've done to this dude, and somehow he's made himself a very, very great babyface here, man. A very great babyface, as a matter of fact. And it's like, again, I just don't understand. I don't understand what took this long for them to realize, hey, you know, we need to keep this guy as a babyface, man. This guy is absolutely tremendous. And I've been saying it for the past couple weeks. I made the unscripted thumbnail this week, and that's for a reason. It's because, again, I put it in bold letters. Solo is what he needs to say. And he needs to stay a babyface, man, because clearly something is working, and I think they need to keep their foot on the pedal.
100%.
Triple H.
Oh, Peach Fuzz.
Triple H. You know, somebody needs to absolutely keep this dude away from
interviews.
Any sort of interview. Just stop asking him questions.
Exactly.
According to WWE Radio. While admitting that WWE has shifted the paradigm themselves with shows like Unreal on Netflix, Triple H still wishes fans directed their passion more towards the wrestlers inside the squared circle as opposed to the writing of the company's scripted TV shows like Raw and SmackDown. Do you know how dumb that sentence is?
That might be one of the dumbest things he's ever said, bro.
It's like watching a movie that's written like shit, but it has fucking Brad Pitt in it. And you're like, man, Brad Pitt's a fucking piece of shit actor. No. You're going to sit there and say, what are they having him do? What is this role for him?
Exactly, bro. I'm not watching a Marvel movie and be like, man, this Chris Evans guy, yeah, fuck him. It's his fault that fucking they wrote this movie like ass. Yeah. What?
Like fucking, oh, Spider-Man sucks. Tom Holland's a fucking terrible actor. No, it's the writing.
Like, look at the Amazing Spider-Man movies are perfect for that. Andrew Garfield, great actor, did his role perfectly.
Exactly.
The writing he was given was horrid. At least for the second one. First one I liked. Second one was absolutely atrocious in terms of writing, because the writing was bad. And again, how he's going to say, hey, I know we have a show like Unreal that kind of just tells everybody that, you know, we just write this shit. And me and my friends write this shit, actually. But don't be mad at us, man. Put the passion you have, put her in the people. What? Are you fucking stupid? I mean, yeah, but man, Triple H, dude, he can't take the heat. He can't.
Well, he says otherwise, man. And this is what he would say to you.
Oh, no.
Whether we're doing something wrong or whether we're doing something right or doing something wrong, I love that passion. I love it. It's amazing. You're not always going to agree with everything that happens. It's a funny thing, though, in this business now, because the paradigm has shifted to some degree. Everybody knows now kind of what it is. And we've opened that wide open with Unreal on Netflix.
Yeah, you did?
It does make me laugh sometimes when I see the old timers who are legends in our business talking about they give way too much. They tell me people the insider stuff way too much. What?
Right, Meltzer.
Meanwhile, they're on a podcast doing the exact same thing. That's that single day that they've been doing for years. It's okay when they do it, right?
You know what they're doing, Paul? They're talking about stories from fucking 30 years ago. You're talking about shit that hasn't even happened yet that you're writing for. That's the difference. It actually does make a difference.
But that passion is what drives people. It's no different from the NFL. What? Where guys that have never played a down of football or haven't played since Pee-wee or whatever are screaming and ranting, this coach sucks. He knows nothing about football. Doesn't understand the game. Why would they run that play? It's that passion. And just like the NFL or NBA or MLB, people sit on their couch and yell, I'm done. I'm never watching the Knicks again. They suck. Then they win, and now now they're the greatest thing ever, and people are turning out in droves.
Brother.
So it's amazing. It's passion. At the end of the day, it's why we do what we do.
This fuck.
I wish sometimes we could put that passion into the talent now, as opposed to, it's like when somebody gets heat in our business, it's like, oh God, why are they writing it that way? As opposed to that no good piece of crap did this. I wish people could buy into sometimes there's something to say, that innocence of not knowing and since I wish people could buy in sometimes, like there's something to say, that innocence of not knowing, and it's still being real to be and it's still being real to me, damn it. Bro thinks he's cool.
He thinks he's so cool.
But it is what it is. I love that. I love the hate. I love the love. It's all passion for what we do.
He said it twice. What we do, brother. So he went on a fucking whole thing about how, essentially, this is what he said, summed up. I know we expose the business and, kind of admit to writing everything, but when we're writing is bad, you don't put it on us. You put it on the person, and you act like it's completely real, even though we don't act like it's completely real, but we want you to act like it's completely real and hate fucking Jey Uso for winning titles, even though he's a babyface, and we want you to like him, but you don't like him, and you don't like us for liking him, but you should dislike him because you don't like him.
And he says it himself here, we've moved the paradigm with Unreal. Yeah. You can't get mad at, essentially what you're complaining about is kayfabe being dead.
Yeah.
But you, and kayfabe's been dead for years, and you can complain about it if you haven't helped break kayfabe yourself. But you have. You add to the component of killing kayfabe.
Yeah.
So you can't complain about kayfabe being dead. And you also can't stop complaining yourself to stop comparing yourself to the NFL, the MLB, and the NBA. He says people yell and scream at the coach, and why would they run that play, and why would they run, and I'm done, this team sucks. Yeah. First of all, that's not completely true. A lot of people are fans of shitty franchises for a very long time. People watch, and yes, they watch and complain because they're passionate. You forget to mention people like their team again as the people obviously love their team again as their team starts to win. People like the biggest thing I could bring up is he's saying, people love the Knicks, but then they hate the Knicks. Isn't that funny? Yeah, because they got better. It's like people still loved when the Knicks were a 17-win team back in 2019 or whatever it was, people still loved the organization. They were mad at the organization because the organization wasn't making moves. They were drafting like shit. The coaches, the Knicks had a horrible run of fucking coaches before Tibbs got there. A couple years ago, they had a horrible fucking run. And as your franchise gets better and gets smarter, they put up with more of it. Similar to wrestling. Yeah, we're not gonna love everything you fucking do because you're booking it like shit. Booking it like shit. And again, typical Triple H saying, these guys, they think they know what they're doing. They think they can yell at the coach and they haven't played since Pee Wee. No. When people have watched things for long enough, they kind of, get better at it. The same way for Triple H, as a booker, over the years, he could probably say he's gained more knowledge, right? Just like as a fan, if you watch something for long enough, you kind of gain knowledge on situations. Typically, when something goes down, if somebody turns heel, if somebody's been watching wrestling for long enough, they can pretty much distinct, I think this can work for these reasons, and I think, it can fail for such and such. Stop comparing yourself and stop trying to dumb down your fans as if, again, typical fans don't know what they're talking about.
Yep.
And again, people didn't just turn around on. He is acting like the 2025 Knicks is the same roster that was in 2019.
Yeah, rosters move around with real sports. They don't, and like, yeah, you have a roster that moves around, but like, you have set people. You actually have set people you drove away that people love because you don't know how to write them. You don't know how to pay them. It's a completely different thing. Stop acting like you're an actual sports organization, bro. You're not the NBA. You're not the NFL. You're not that big, and you don't work the same way. We know it's written, so write it better. It's literally as simple as that. And again, like you said, you can't complain that we call out writing when you literally made a whole show about how you and your friends are the writers of the show. You can't. You can't. It's literally just being a butthurt loser that you people don't like you and people complain about what you do because it's what we do and your writing sucks. It's as simple as that, man. You can't complain because at the end of the day, he wouldn't be saying shit like this if they were in a good fucking writing era. If it was they weren't saying this shit in 2023 and 2022. But yeah, they didn't have an Unreal yet, but if they did, they would just be praising themselves. And they wouldn't have Triple H going on here saying, I wish people just, put the passion, in the wrestlers. He'd probably be saying, I'm glad the fans are so passionate. It really drives us in our writing process. He would kill kayfabe even more if he got praised. I hate him in interviews, man. He is a miserable fuck in interviews.
And it really goes to show the lack of knowledge of sports. Like I can give you a sports reference that absolutely makes no sense. Giannis Antetokounmpo, ever since 2021, everybody always makes the joke, in 2021 the Bucks sold their soul to the basketball devil to win that one championship, and ever since then it was downhill from there. So what Triple H is saying here, if you put the writers and the talent in terms of the Bucks organization and Giannis, so essentially what you're telling me is because Giannis has no help, you expect me to get mad at him and saying this piece of shit's playing like shit, instead of saying, what is the front office doing? Look at the recent stuff we've been hearing about the Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry. And all we've been hearing is, the Warriors, they've been a play-in team because it's hard for them to get Steph help, except, Jimmy got hurt. That they probably would have made the playoffs had Jimmy been there. But people look at this Steph situation and, the Warriors don't want to make any trades because they're already thinking about the post-Curry era. Now everybody wants Curry to leave the Warriors. So what you're saying to me is you would rather me get mad at Steph for not making the playoffs, even though he's 36 and has no help, rather than saying, what is his front office doing? They won't make trades. They won't give up anything. They've already given up on a guy who still can fucking produce. And same thing with Giannis. You expect me to be like, this guy Giannis, he's a piece of shit. He's playing like ass. Instead of saying, what is his front office doing? This guy's asked for help time and time again, and he doesn't get help. What is he supposed to do with this roster? So essentially what you want me to do is get mad at Braun Breaker because he's being booked like shit, instead of getting mad at the writers who book him like shit. Again, it's different with fucking sports, dude. It's different. If you can get mad at players if the front office has done a remarkable job and they go out there and they're a bunch of pretenders. You can get mad at them for that.
Yeah.
You can't and in this case, you can't get mad at the talent when the people running the show are booking them like shit. Again, when the ball is in your court, you have to produce for the people that step out on the court for you.
You have to. That's just how it works. And like you just mentioned, he acts like people don't blame the players when the players are actually, sometimes a problem, or they get mad at players. The player that fucked up the final shot of that one,
De'Aaron Fox.
The shit. I'm not even on NBA Twitter, and I've seen this shit. that people fucking win.
Dude, they hate him.
They hate his guts. They hate his guts. Like, you're acting like they only ever blame like management or coaches or whatever. People actually do blame the players when they fuck up.
Yes,
and wrestling fans do the same thing. You don't think?
Look at Jay.
Look at Jay.
Look
Look
at
at
Cody.
Jey Uso. Look at Joe Henry. Look at Danhausen. Look at Cody Rhodes. Look at what it used to be with Roman Reigns fucking a decade ago. That fans also do blame the players when it's the players. But a lot of times right now, it's not the players. It's you, big dog. It's you and your fuck-ass team of morons not doing their job. You got a motherfucker with a job title of character development. None of it is seen on the show. I can't believe we learned that today.
That's
you have a
position.
job title. That is a job title of character development. Name one character that's developed and changed in the last year. You can't. You fucking can't. What is Maxine Dupree?
Yeah.
It's not Roman. It's not Cody. It's not Punk. It's kind of Seth Rollins. He's like the only main eventer that actually is willing to fucking evolve his character.
Yes, and like again with your I appreciate your De'Aaron Fox reference, elite ball knowledge, but
Elite.
Fox, they pay this guy $220 million.
And he chokes.
They give him the ball. They traded for him to give Wemby help. When he fucks up, again, look at all De'Aaron Fox hate. People want him gone from San Antonio. Now, if you look at guys that they give the ball, Danhausen, Joe Henry, Jey Uso, guys like that, when they don't produce, yes, we do blame them.
And then you blame us when we blame them.
But if it's somebody like Braun Breaker who's on a team and he's basically fucking Giannis on the Bucks and he's a superstar that's got no help, he's got Logan Paul, Vision Queen Maxine, and the shit group behind him, yes, we're going to blame the writing. We're going to blame the front office because you're not giving your star player help on the court.
Yeah.
How can you get mad? You would think if you knew a fucking goddamn about sports, you'd think you would fucking understand this kind of stuff.
I don't know if he understands anything at this point.
Who is blaming the player for a lack of front office? Now again, if you look at like the Rockets this year, people came down hard on the Rockets because they went out. They traded for Kevin Durant to make this team a contender. Şengün went out there and played like shit, and everybody, and they came off like a bunch of pretenders. And people don't get mad. You didn't see people getting mad at the Houston front office because they did what they did their due diligence. They went out and got y'all help, and y'all played like shit.
Exactly. Like, you can't use those fucking references when you don't make no sense using those references when we just put these references back on you, you bitter fuck.
And all you're doing with your stupid ass sports references is using it to say you guys never did it, so you don't fucking know, but I love the passion.
I love the passion. I love the hate. You really love being called bald Nazi? You really love being called fucking Hitler Hassan Hemsley? Yeah, you like that? That's what you like?
No, he does not. Because we don't hear at all. If they love the hate so much, why don't we hear about it as much as we heard about how much people fucking love the company in 2024?
Oh, yeah.
And how great the Paul Levesque era was. You wouldn't shut up about it.
The Paul Levesque era.
Now you love the hate.
Now you love the hate.
Okay.
All right, let's make an Unreal episode about it. Let's throw some Triple H tweets on Unreal, bro. I got a whole bag's worth of them that I can show you, bro. I got every type of Triple H tweet, bro. Is that what you love? Because I know you see it, Triple H. I know you see those Triple H tweets, man. Come on, bro. Don't act like you like that shit. You're a butthurt, bitter fuck.
Now, again, give me a fucking break, dude. I don't know it all, but I know a little bit about ball to know that your fucking little tongue-in-cheek references towards major sports leagues can be turned back on you like that, brother. So please don't go there.
Exactly.
Get out of here. I can tell you where they are going to go. Back to Writer AI.
Oh, you know it.
Because according to WRKD Wrestling, WWE reportedly has plans to use increasing the use of AI on screen and off screen.
Oh, brother.
The company is reportedly aware of the negative reaction toward their use of AI, but only plan to increase its usage.
Because they're a bunch of cheap fucks. They're cheap. They're cheap assholes. They don't want to pay graphics team. They don't want to pay musicians. They don't want to pay writers. I don't know what any of them do. I don't know what the writers do. I don't know what the fucking graphics team does. Apparently, at one point, they were so pissed with the writing team. That was a whole debacle, apparently. I remember. How do you piss off the graphics team?
Bro, I literally put it in the thumbnail. You had a graphic come out about a month ago that said SummerSlam Minnesota. Then there was another one that said Minnesota.
With 2 S's. Minnesota. You turn the E into an S.
You got graphics coming out like shit. You got fucking theme songs that absolutely sound atrocious.
Exactly.
Bleeding from the ears. Your writer AI that we've been aware about for a very long time is clearly... You want to make tongue-in-cheek sports references? Well, let me tell you, if we're playing basketball right now, the past 2 years have been 15-win seasons.
You've been fucking failing. You're a bunch of pretenders, a bunch of fake demons, frauds. Brother, you're putting AI in everything. First of all, man, I can't wait for you guys to see the SummerSlam graphics that this man done made. The background image is genuinely a so much better and cleaner SummerSlam graphic than the official WWE garbage.
Thank you.
It's insane, dude. The quality difference is insane, bro. Because all they do is they fucking reuse the same image over and over and over again. The official background to their matches is so blurry, it looks like shit.
It's terrible.
It looks like shit. And then they're making renders with AI. That one CM Punk render, that first version of his current title run, that first version of the render that they posted, they took an actual image, but they fucking edited a different render of his face on there. Then they edited his CM Punk fist all weird. It literally looks like a different tone and had different lighting than the rest of his body. The title looks like shit. Most of their title renders do look like shit inherently. Brother, this y'all are making more money than y'all have ever made in this company's entire history. Y'all could pay some musicians. Y'all could pay a graphics team. And y'all could pay some writers. And if you don't want to pay those writers, fire them then. Because I don't know what they're getting paid to do. I really don't. It's insane. It is insane. They're going to increase their AI use. And it's just going to get worse and worse than it already is.
Yes, they are. And again, I mean, you said it best, man, but it is just, it is insane to me. And honestly, dude, I think the reason they do it is because they see that it gets a reaction out of people on social media. And I really think that's
what they like.
I think that's what they like. I mean, they're of the mentality of any publicity is good publicity, even when it makes them look like complete and utter shit. I really think that I really think that's what it is. I really think that's what it is. I think they just like the attention of people reposting the graphic, even though it just makes them look to go along with terrible television. You're now making your graphics team look terrible. You're making your graphics look terrible. It's just what I don't see the good in that. But this is apparently the attention that they like, and my God, they have lost the plot.
They have lost the plot completely with what they do.
And yes, that CM Punk render, dude. You guys can see the you guys can see the SummerSlam thumbnail for night one. That CM Punk render, I had to make myself. I had to get his world title render and erase the fucking left side of his body, grab a WWE championship PNG render, and fucking add it myself.
Exactly. And he didn't do one of those WWE ones where it's a picture of them not even fucking with their arms down
Yeah.
and they just fucking put the PNG on half of the chest. No, it actually looks great, bro, because we actually take time and care into the things we do. Unlike Triple H. One thing he cares about is the comedians and fucking and growing his hair back. Is all he fucking cares about. Growing his peach fuzz back.
My lord. That's everything we got for the news, man. That is everything we got for the news, man. And now moving on, we got SummerSlam predictions. Starting off, we're going to go from night 1, obviously, to night 2. Starting off here.
Yeah, brother.
We have Fatal Influence versus the Bellas, Nikki, Brie, and Paige. I hope to God Fatal Influence wins this. I actually do think that, now we're going to finally see the Bellas go heel and turn on
Paige. I think so.
I think this is where we'll see it.
I think this is where we'll see it, and I think Fatal Influence will win. And like you said, I think the Bellas might turn on Paige, which I could say. You know what? Maybe Gotti is right. Maybe that is the return of AJ Lee, and because I don't see like any of another main ally you get for Paige other than AJ Lee to like go against the Bella Twins, and that even though. No one WWE, I don't see that match happening till Mania in Saudi.
Well, yeah, you're probably right. you know that was AJ's last Mania match at 31. It was her and Paige versus the Bellas.
I can see them running that back. I think that's who she's gonna get to help her out. Paige is AJ Lee and Paige.
I could see that. I
think that might be the overall setup goal. So I'm gonna say Fatal Influence.
Yeah, same here. And obviously, they're the younger talent. Like, why the fuck would you have the Bella Twins and Paige?
And that's the best part. They should be going over for that reason alone. But that reason is not the reason they're going over, which is the best part about them going over.
Correct. Next, we have the Usos and Jacob Fatu, the Bloodline, versus the Anti-Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, and Royce Keys.
I fucking love that Royce Keys is like the main anti-bloodline guy. That shit is like, why? At this point, is it crazy to say I think the baby faces might win? I don't know, man.
No, I don't think that's crazy.
I think the baby faces might win. If they are true with what we read earlier, and they want Solo to continue being a baby face for now, I think the baby faces might get this win. I think we're gonna get more faction bloodline tension like Triple H loves.
Yeah, I could see that. I'm gonna go ahead and say the baby faces here too. Solo Sikoa, obviously on Monday, did give them a warning shot bow. So I think I feel like this is just gonna. You got to have the baby faces win because they're going to keep the bloodline on their ass until we get to War Games.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. Unless we see Zilla.
Or that. I could see that. Next up, we got Gunther versus Nick Aldis. I got to say, I felt so terrible for Nick Aldis, dude. This dude was fucking getting emotional. Talking about this is his only shot, which is just terrible. This guy's got no fucking hope.
This man was on the legendary first All In, and he fucking is crying because of his only shot.
I really hope he makes the most of it. From what I heard, I am a little scared. I have seen people saying that he's fucking hot ass in the ring. I really hope that's not the case. From what I remember from Nick Aldis, he wasn't bad, but his match with Cody from All In was kind of nothing to me personally. But nonetheless, in saying that, I really hope he does show out because honestly, I felt so bad for him watching that.
Oh, 100%. He was crying, talking to Chris Van Vliet. And I was like, damn, he does deserve better, man. I like all this. At least as a GM, You know, I remember that Cody match. I don't know if it was kind of just Cody being Cody.
Mhm.
I don't know if it was a clash of styles then maybe, because Cody doesn't work against like other like slower, more like technical wrestlers, which from what I've heard, I think that's what Nick Aldis was, like more of like a kind of like a Gunther, like a technical, more slow paced guy, which is a little scary that he's facing like the king of that type of match. And usually, at least my opinion, people of the same match style don't really work well against each other. That's my big fear with this. But either way, I'm excited to see all this, and I truly do wish he does the best, or it just goes the best for all this. I think he deserves it to be.
I hope so. I hope so too, man. But I overall think that Gunther is going to be taking this one.
I think so.
Next up, we have Trouble. Liv Morgan, the Women's World Champion with 0 defenses, versus the Genius of the Sky, Io Sky, the Queen of the Ring. I'll say this. I hope, for the sake of Liv Morgan, that she does retain this championship, because that is going to be so sad if she goes 100+ days without defending the title just for her to lose it on her first title defense. She is going to look like an absolute scrub if that's the case. I do overall think Liv is going to win here, though.
I'm in that same boat, man. I don't know, with all the whole Judgment Day stuff they're doing, man. I think Liv's gonna retain here. I really do.
Unless she gets cursed again.
She might get cursed.
Yeah.
But I think she might win here, man.
Yeah, I think so. Either that or you're just going to make her look like a complete scrub by having Io beat her.
That would look really bad.
And then, yeah. And then immediately going on to beat her again a month later. Durante's got a birthday next Friday.
However, I'm excited. It's a news day. That's perfect, actually.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we got Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar inside Hell in a Cell.
They're gonna tear the walls down.
They are going to test the walls because horrible things happen inside me, says the Hell in a Cell.
It's wild.
So yeah, it was something. God, I really hope they didn't edit that out of the fucking thing. I don't think so.
I did see they edited the fuck out of their segment from Netflix.
I know. The weird thing about this segment, though,
what was there to edit?
The segment of testing the walls and stuff, that was like right before the main event.
Huh.
It wasn't even like anywhere near their segment.
And it's weird, like from the stuff I've seen with like the comparisons of the edit to their segment. Like, what was the point of that edit? What did you need to edit from the first?
No idea.
It's like when they did that fucking Logan Paul punch re-edit, and it was like the most useless re-edit. Where even to this day, anytime I see it, the first version was better.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
But Obafemi, Brock Lesnar, Hell in a Cell. I am going to go Obafemi.
I'm gonna go Obafemi, man. I've heard a lot that Brock actually really likes Oba, and that he's been like helping Oba backstage. I think it's a big Oba win
for sure. Next up, we got the Chad off. Finally comes to a head, or you have Chad made Punk versus Chad Rhodes for the WWE Championship. The two wannabe John Cena's face off for who is going to be the next John Cena.
And it's Kevin Owens.
This one is honestly a toss up. I could see this going either way. I just hope for the sake of WWE, they do not put this belt back on Cody Rhodes. Therefore, I will predict CM Punk, because oh my God, if they flop the title right back onto Cody Rhodes, boy, that is going to be something.
It would be something, and I really wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
Overall, I'm going to say Punk, but like you said, for their sake, you can't put it on Cody no matter what, man. No matter what.
100%. Next up for night 2.
Oh, brother. This fucking...
We have the Human Monies on a pole match. What in the Vince Russo WCW Nitro 2000 is that?
The Human Monies on a pole match. Like, dude, on a pole matches are the most like memed thing for match types of like
and they did
garbage. Of like, oh, you're gonna fucking put fucking one on a pole match with the whole they have Bobby Lashley and Rusev stuff. People were joking about it, and they fucking did it. They put quote human monies on a pole match. Horrible dog shit garbage that you got Dom Mysterio doing.
This is Dom.
This is Dom.
This is the guy who gave AJ his last SummerSlam bout last year. This guy.
Exactly. Got the pop of the night for last year's Mania. And well, he's fighting for his human monies. I don't even know, man, because like obviously Dom is the right answer, and I think the obvious one.
Dude, but Dan,
they love Danhausen though. That's the fear,
and they keep bringing up this undefeated streak. He hasn't been beaten.
I wouldn't be shocked, bro.
I think Danhausen's gonna win this. I got a bad feeling he is.
I got a bad feeling too. I'm gonna go with Dom. I got a really bad feeling that Danhausen's gonna win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Danhausen. I don't think they're ready to serve him that first loss yet.
I don't think they are, which is horrifying.
And it seems like they like fucking around on Dominic Mysterio's name, so I don't know. It's going to be a fucking mess. Now we have the women's title interim ladder match. We got either Julia or Lash Legend in that last spot, Chelsea Green, Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, and Charlotte Flair. To be quite honest, I would kind of be fine with anybody. I mean, again, they're an interim champion. I mean, there's not really a bad... Honestly, now would be your time to go with an out there option like a Julia or a Chelsea Green.
I think it would.
Just because they're an interim. It's just an interim title, so again, they're probably just going to end up losing it to Rhea Ripley anyway. But WWE, even in an interim match, is probably going to go the safe option. They're probably going to go with Jade Cargill here. Even though, again, I would honestly like anybody but Jade, to be honest.
I would take Charlotte.
I would take Charlotte. I would take Tiffany. We haven't seen Tiffany versus Rhea, and they're in Minnesota, which would be cool for her, but we all know what that means once you're in your hometown.
You do lose in a horrible fashion.
Yep. But again, now would be the time, honestly, to put it on a Chelsea Green or a Julia. But overall, I'm going to predict Jade Cargill.
I'm going to predict Jade. Like you said, this would be the time to expand out and try things, which they are never going to do. They're afraid of change and trying and different things. It's either going to be Charlotte or Jade. I'm going to say more likely Jade, which is just wonderful.
Yeah. Yep. Next up, for a number one contender title shot for the WWE title, we have Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn. I am shocked both of these guys made it on here.
I'm very shocked both of these guys made it on here, especially Finn Balor, man. That's a fucking shock. Will he win? No, I don't think so. But overall, great to see him on the show, man. And it's probably going to be a very good matchup, man. It probably is. Who wins this? I would think Sami Zayn, to be honest, man. I think especially with the implication of KO coming back soon. Again, whether heel or face, I think that kind of indicates that Sami might get this, man. Of course, he could screw over Sami Zayn in this, but overall, most outcomes, I see Sami Zayn winning this match.
Yeah. Like I was saying it on Monday, if WWE wanted to present the freshest option here, it would be Finn Balor. But then, like I said, you would have to probably have Cody Rhodes win the WWE title because Cody and Finn would be the freshest thing you can do out of this. We've seen Punk and Sammy bicker. We've seen Cody and Sammy bicker. We've seen Punk and Finn earlier this year. There's no really sense to do that anymore. The freshest thing would be Finn and Cody, but again, that means Cody would have to win the WWE title. I feel like, I honestly, now with the news of Kevin Owens, I feel like Sammy's going to win this, and
because
probably, maybe he gets taken out before he gets this title shot by Owens, and maybe Owens steps in for him. I feel like something something here could involve Kevin Owens.
I think so, and I was very confused about like this match's existence
Yep.
for a while, but now with that KO news, I think this match makes a lot more sense.
Yes,
and I think
100%.
it has like some type of plan with KO.
For sure, for sure. Next, we got Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin. If you look at this render, why is the title's not around his shoulder? It's facing us.
It's like it's like laying on the side
So
of
it's
his shoulder.
laying
Yeah,
like
like
that.
that. Like what? Oh man, this company and their AI and their renders, man. Trick Williams, he's gonna retain. He's gonna move on. Why isn't this Hayes? Why is this not Hayes? I don't know.
This is a lose-lose for Baron Corbin, I feel like, because if he wins the US title, you mean to tell me all the building you've done with Trick was ultimately for him to lose to Baron Corbin? And B, if Baron Corbin loses, he came back to WWE to do exactly what he was doing before, which is just helping get people to the next level, which he's very good at that.
He is, but like he can
that's what you brought him back for?
He can do more than that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Trick's going to retain, and like, what are we doing here, man? Why isn't this the Hayes match? And you could just have Hayes win, and then you could just move on. But, you know, WWE, they stall on something so hard that we're going to finally get it, and all we're going to think is, finally they're fucking doing this. And you're not even that excited.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're going to do with it, which is hilarious.
Yeah, well, you know,
can't get mad at Triple H and the writers, man.
Exactly.
You got to get mad at Trick Williams.
Yeah, we got to be mad at Trick, bro. He's not feuding with Carmelo Hayes.
We're gonna fucking scapegoat the talent, asshole.
Yeah, so ridiculous. But yeah, you know, I was saying it on Unscripted this Monday, but like everybody told us to chill out when we were mad they skipped out on Trick and Mello because they were saving it for a bigger stage. There's no bigger stage, you know, in the upcoming calendar than SummerSlam was, and they gave the match to Baron Corbin. Kind of wild, but again,
wild to me.
Sorry, Mello. All right, Mello, we gotta, you know, Baron Corbin's got your spot here.
Wild.
So, next up, honestly, this is the match I'm most excited for the entire weekend.
Oh, yeah.
We have Penta defending the Intercontinental Championship against
the Free Ride.
The Free Rider himself, Chad Gable.
He's looking for the free ride. Goated, bro. Goated song.
He's got to keep on running.
Keep on running.
He's got to run into SummerSlam and keep on running. You know, all the way to that IC title, bro. Yes, Gable, after 2.5 years of waiting, is going to finally get his hands on the Intercontinental. Actually, more like 3 years of waiting.
Basically 3 years.
He is finally going to get his hands on the Intercontinental Championship, man. I'm so pumped for Chad Gable. I'm pumped for Gable, bro. He's finally going to get his fucking moment, dude. After 3 years, I'm going Chad Gable here. And if Penta wins, then we riot.
But I think the goal here is to finally put the title on Gable. I'm excited. Only thing on this, truly on this whole weekend, this match, I'm excited for the moment. I'm excited for the story, and I'm excited for the match, dude. I'm pumped, and I'm excited for that fucking theme song, man. I ain't talking about Penta. I am pumped for this, man. That's my goat, Chad Gable.
Gotti, bro, can you please record?
Oh,
Chad Gable's entrance, bro.
You have to record Chad Gable's entrance, bro. I man. That shit, I need that shit.
I need to see the people doing the skull clap.
And I need people to fucking sing the song. Gable. I need that shit, bro. I need it.
Come on, bro. Come on, dog.
This is the true main event of the weekend.
Yes, it is.
Unironically, genuinely.
But could it be the main event after Roman Reigns grabbed on Monday
this match.
The chair that Seth Rollins used 12 years ago to turn on the Shield. That same chair, always in that spot.
Always in the same spot.
Exactly.
12 fucking years later, we're still talking about it, dude. On paper, this match can be very good. And I think at points it will be.
Yeah.
But I think the ending is going to be Shield lore galore. And I think it's going to be the most eye-roll ending I've ever seen, bro.
I actually think they're going to go in a different route. I feel like the ending of this is going to be more of Bloodline, anti-Bloodline lore.
Ooh,
I feel like
it's even worse.
Yeah, I feel like they might use the end of this to like heavily set up what we're going to do going into War Games.
I could see that.
And I think there's going to be a lot of Shield lore in the match, but
Excited.
I just have a feeling the ending, I think the match is going to be really good, because how do you not have a good match with these two? But I think that ending is going to be heavily Survivor Series based.
I think it is. I think no matter what, like the ending of the match, it's just going to be a bunch of nonsense from the writers, man. I think, again, they are going to have a very good match. And I think there's just going to be written in moments of Shield lore and Bloodline junk that's going to bog it down. And what are the odds, dude? How much money you putting for Seth Rollins to come out in Shield gear? He's either going to... Sauce One fan think he's going to come out in the same gear he cashed in on Roman on. I could see that. But
that would be better.
It's also a bunch of Shield lore. So, you know what, man? What if Roman flips it on Seth? And, last time, Seth did that Shield entrance. But what if this time Roman does the Shield entrance stuff?
That would be so stupid, because Roman's the only one.
He evolved.
He's the only one that's bothered by it. I feel like the Shield doesn't even bother Seth. He just uses it to fuck with Roman.
But I'm just expecting so much Shield junk.
The cash-in gear, dude, that OG 2015 Seth gear, that would be fucking sick, actually.
I would actually really like that.
But he could come out in the Shield vest.
He could come in the Shield vest to the Shield song and through the Shield crowd, over the Shield barricade.
Wielding the Shield chair.
No matter what he does, he's going to come out with that fucking chair, dude.
Maybe he's going to have the old Shield camera. Or do you think Dean Ambrose still has that in his possession?
He might still have that. I think he threw that away on his journey to AEW.
He probably did. It's fucking lost somewhere in the Nevada desert.
Exactly.
I could also see this being where we see Zilla. And I could see Roman not knowing about it.
Yeah, I could see some high elder shit happening.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. Because technically, Roman didn't know that Solo was going to show up when he debuted. And I could see something like that happening here. And then they use that as fuel to War Games. Like, Rollins is going to be like, I knew it. You were going to use the bloodline. And then Roman was just going to be like, I didn't know. But then Rollins is going to call him a liar. And he's going to say, this is why I fucking turned on you and hit you with the Shield chair all those years ago, and now we're going to go in the Shield War Games cage, and we're going to fight it out.
And then when Rock comes back for the Mania build, he's going to be like, actually, I sent Zilla and I sent Solo all those years ago. Because at the end of the day, the Solo stuff was sick. They're like, this was high elders. This out of my control. And they never brought it up again. They genuinely, that never mattered to Solo ever again. That it was the High Elders or whatever the fuck that brought him in. Never brought up ever again. And that's probably why, and they were probably keeping it in their back pocket for fucking The Rock whenever the fuck he shows up. And if they do it with Zilla, they're going to be like, actually, I was Zilla and Solo. Oh, brother.
Oh my god.
Either way, I'm expecting a jungle fuck of bullshit at the end of the match. I think the match itself, up until the end, is going to be very good. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like you said, I think the ending, there's going to be a bunch of bloodline junk, and it's definitely going to be a bunch of Shield junk, bogging the ending down, man.
Yeah, 100%. So, yes, either way, I'm going Roman. Obviously,
Roman, easy. Yeah.
Seth has no fucking shot here.
No chance in hell.
So, in case you guys did not get the gist, these are your lineups for Sunday, Sunday's night 2, as well as Saturday's night 1. It's also kind of funny. I just realized that night 1 takes place on the 1st, and night 2 takes place on the 2nd.
Oh wow, that is funny. I never realized that.
Yeah, I just realized that it's at 5 p.m. Central Time. In case you guys are in the Central Time Zone like we are, it's going to be at 5 p.m. These are lineups for each night. Obviously, you see Saturday on the right and Sunday on the left. Which night looks better to you, bro?
Fuck. Neither really. Maybe 2, because the 2 has at least. I think Finn and Sammy's going to be a really good match. Obviously Penta and Gable is like the whole match of the weekend, and I think like we just mentioned, I think the match itself with Roman and Rollins is going to be great. For night 1, Liv and Io go no.
I was gonna say the only thing I'm really excited for on night 1 is Oba and Brock.
That's it, yeah.
Like,
and
the only thing that I'm like really excited for is that.
Yeah, that's it. I'm intrigued to see all this. Other than that, night 1 is kind of just a bunch of nonsense, if I'm being honest. Night 2 kind of washes it. But how many times have we said that? And the night we expect to do good completely bombs.
Exactly.
And the other night actually shows out. So you never know. But from looking at the match cards, I'm going to say night 2 looks more interesting.
For sure. So that is everything here today for another edition of the news, and boy, oh boy, we did it again.
Did it again, man, back to back.
Jeez. So, anyways, that is going to do it for the news. Thank you guys so very much for joining us. It has been always nothing but a pleasure for my Johnny.
And I, Sir K.
That is going to do it for this edition of the news. This has been episode 329. Again, catch us on here live directly after the SummerSlam post-show review, with the SummerSlam post-show review for both nights. We'll be on here tomorrow night, and we'll be on here Sunday night, for both nights of SummerSlam. And with that, thank you guys, everybody who came out in the live chat. Logan, this is Walker down to cut their shit off at Gotti Devon. We also have at Gotti Devon Ramirez. We got my guy JT. OG, thank you guys so very much for joining us. And with that, thank you guys. We love you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you all tomorrow at about 9:30 p.m. with the SummerSlam Night 1 post-show review.
Peace.